Good evening, guys. Welcome to League White Wednesday. Thank you so much for coming through. Give me 1 second here. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Welcome to League White Wednesdays. Where you can find myself and my co-host, Mr. Color Commentary. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How you doing, Color?
I'm pretty good, Miss Phins. How about you? I was just about to ask you how my sound, and you're on mute.
No, I
My
can't believe.
mic okay tonight?
Yeah, yeah, you're good, you're
All
good.
right,
Oh,
good.
good.
Back in the studio preliminarily, got the audio working,
Good,
almost
good,
ready
good.
for the video. I might actually be back on camera by next season, Miss Phins.
Only 70 years later, ladies and gentlemen, but we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen.
Yep,
hmm
I just I gotta gussy myself up and you know
You gotta
all
you
that
gotta put
stuff.
all that makeup on. You gotta beautify yourself, sir.
Well, that's what happened. My studio artist went on to greener pastures, became a makeup artist for Taylor Swift, and
Oh,
so I've been out of makeup artist for like a year now.
I'm sorry. She pays better. I'm
Yeah,
just being honest.
became a
She pays
Chiefs
better.
fan too. Really upset me.
Mm,
I thought they were loyal.
mm. Nah, I guess not. What up, Mr. Puck in the building? Everyone come in, hit the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good evening to you, sir. Obviously, Culler. What's up, villain? Welcome, sir. Thank you guys for coming through for League Wide Wednesday. Holy smokerooski, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna recap the Pro Bowl. We're
The
gonna
what?
recap not Pro Bowl. This is a joke, but we're still gonna talk about it.
The what?
And we're gonna preview the Super Bowl 59. Not like
What
super
number are
deep
we up to
in
now?
depth. 59.
59. Wow, I'm getting old.
59.
That means there was only 12 Super Bowls before I was born.
Mm, There was what?
There was only 12 Super Bowls before I was born.
Well, you missed the Dolphins one. Sucks to be you,
It's
sir.
crazy.
I mean, that's super mystic too. I wasn't even a thought. My parents weren't even thoughts.
Yeah, I
Actually, were
missed
my
the
parents even
important
born?
one.
My parents were barely born.
Yeah,
They
I
were in
missed the best
diapers.
one by 5 years, though, unfortunately.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk about that. Our impact players, and obviously preview the Super Bowls. But look, there's not really much you can say about this. I'm trying to.
I know, right? Might be the shortest show we've had all season in 3 seasons, right?
And watch, we'll somehow still make it through
Oh,
the
you
whole
know it.
summer
You know
show.
it. That's because we got a lot of things to make fun of. It's Super Bowl weekend, you know what I mean? So there's just a lot of things to make fun of.
It's the
People all
last
getting
week
out,
of
showing
football, man.
themselves, and everybody going all out and letting it all hang out.
I want
Speaking
to
of,
give a special shout out.
did you see TD in the AFC
I
East
was just
roundtable crew
about to,
down on
bro.
the
What do you get out of my mind, bro? Get out of my mind. I
Wow,
literally was
I'm
about to say
impressed.
I want to give a special shout out to TD and Roundtable Sports. Look at what they're doing. They're in the Super Bowl, man. In
Wow.
in
In the
in, in Radio
the
Row.
pre-week festivities, getting
It's so amazing.
interviews.
Hashtag
Wow.
goals, man.
That is huge. That's real, man, that's like, the hey, he's got to take some time for himself at some point and pop some
Oh yeah, I
champagne.
think
You
he
know
gets
what I
time.
mean? That's just
It
all
was
there
his
is
wife.
to it, man.
It was his
Reward
wife's
yourself,
birthday.
PD. Reward yourself.
Yeah. It was his wife's birthday. It was also his birthday recently.
Wow.
And I'm sure afterwards he's gonna take some time out because this is a lot. I mean, he's still got his responsibilities, but
Well, he's just so good. He needs to take a step back and reward himself. I mean.
an intern. Can I be an
You
intern?
know,
I'm an intern,
enjoy
man.
some of the fruits a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he's putting in the work, and I love it. It's so
Yeah.
amazing. It's so
Really
inspirational.
fortunate to have met this man. A really, really kind individual. One of the kindest I've ever met in
Selfless,
my life.
selfless. He doesn't care if you're brand new or you've been here for 30 years. If you need help, if you got questions, he's always there.
True
Um,
man of God right there.
Facts, absolutely. So it makes it
And he
worth,
wears it right on his shoulder too. So, you know,
Mm-hmm. It makes it so much better.
much
I
respect to
bought
him and
these
his
little
family
tiny.
and congratulations, TD. Big heartfelt
Seriously,
congratulations.
I bought these tiny mics. Um, they're like super cheap. I gotta test them out, so that way I can, do like next year I could do like. So, what do you think of this Dolphins game,
Is that one
man?
on?
No, 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 it's not on.
Oh,
It's
I
on.
was gonna say that sounds great.
I wish, but no, no, no. I don't even know how to plug this in, dude. Like, I
Did you
got it. And
pick
I'm
up
like,
your
I
mic?
gotta
Did you
figure
pick
this
up your
out.
mic finally? It sounds really good.
No, no.
Not
Honestly,
yet.
well, I appreciate it, but no, I haven't done nothing to the mic. I just click, and make sure it's on the right frequency.
Well, you know what I
Villain.
think is you it seems like you got more memorabilia behind you now. You're starting to load up your background, and
Oh yes.
what that's doing is that's absorbing a lot of the reflective sound.
Is that what
So
this
it's
is?
making your microphone sound better the more you fill up your room.
That's awesome. That's also why I leave my hair down, so it'll catch some of the stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of the
Another trick a lot of people do that they don't know a lot of the sound guys do is they'll put a towel or a blanket in front of their keyboard and monitor so that the outright the first projection of sound goes right
stuff.
absorbed right into that blanket or whatever.
That's smart. That's real smart. I gotta work on, getting all of this puppies done and obviously upgraded. I'm very
No, that's
excited.
sounding great tonight, really.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Next year we're gonna do it even bigger and better. This summer, I really like. Thank you guys
I
because
just
you
gotta
guys'
convince you.
donations
I
help
gotta
me out to
convince
get
you that
this.
you ain't got to spend $1,000 on a microphone. That's what I gotta convince you of.
No, but I really want the other one because
I know, I know,
you know
I
what I
know how
mean.
it is. I
I
know how it
know,
is.
I know.
But
But
get you one like mine for $40 and then save the money for the $1,000 one.
no,
You
you're
know what I
not
mean?
wrong. You're not wrong. You're really not wrong with that one. But that's
I mean, hey, I know it's not necessarily needed, but that doesn't mean I don't want $1,000 mic too. It's just
I mean, you know
it's
what?
not needed to sound good. You know what I mean? Is what it is. It's
What I do want, because I like these little tiny mics, you know what I mean? This is cool. I can just clip it on here and then clip it to that person or, like hand it like, what's up, sir? What do you think? Or ma'am, sir, ma'am, what do you think
Mhm.
about the game? But what I want is, how reporters, they always have like the mics with the little flag, but then they got like this big box at the bottom, which is like the transmitter and
Yeah,
battery
that's
and
the
all that stuff.
wireless antenna and all
That's
that.
what I want. I want two of those so I can go around, and then I can have. I'm totally gonna use
And
one of
then
my brothers.
they got those little marketing boxes for their logo and all that.
Yeah, that's called a
Have a
flag.
little
That's
Miss
what.
Finn square on it.
Yeah, even if I got a blank one and I stick one of my stickers, man,
Right,
I'm
exactly.
Gucci.
You make yourself one, right? You make yourself
Exactly. I
one.
can just get a blank one and just pop that puppy in there, and then I'm good.
People probably
So
would respect you more for that. You'd probably gain followers for doing something like that.
I gotta make
All
it
them
happen.
homemakers out there would be like, "Look, she made her own little
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I want to do.
It's
So
like the
I'm
people
thinking
that
of
feng
stuff to
shui their
do for
apartment
next
with
year.
milk crates and stuff like that.
Mhm. Hey, there's some really creative people like Pinterest guys.
Hey, starting
Pinterest
out in
is
life,
really you can
that's
find a lot of creative stuff on
yeah. I've
Pinterest.
had plenty of boxes for coffee tables in my young life.
Yeah.
They work great.
So real quick, I want to answer Villain. So Villain, Miami Dolphins won Super Bowl 7 and Super Bowl 8. They won Super Bowl, but we were the first team to
We
ever
were
make
in
it to
six,
three
yes.
Super Bowls. So we did make it to Super Bowl 6 and lost.
Yes, we lost six.
We lost six, but so we made it to Super Bowl 6 and lost. We made it to 7-1, and we made it to 8-1, and we were one. maybe a couple plays away from making it to 8. We would have been the first team. We were already the first team
And
to
we
make it
already are
3
the
in a
first
row.
team to make it to 3 in a row.
Exactly. We were about to make it 4 in a row. So,
So this whole
um,
three-peat thing could be a non-issue if we had just won Super
the
Bowl
first
6.
one. If they would have won 6, which man, that would have been amazing. We would have won 6, won 7, won 8. Man,
Can you
we could have
imagine a
even won.
three-peat with one of them being perfect? Oh, we would never let the league live that down. We would be,
We're already
you
not
know,
letting the league down
yeah,
with the
because
fact
what
that
would
we're
they have? What
perfect. Like,
narrative would they have this week if the three-peat
exactly.
was already off the table?
Nothing.
They'd have nothing this week.
Except, oh,
They'd have nothing but the Hurts and Mahomes rivalry. That's all they'd have.
yeah. Oh, maybe they'll be the second team to maybe
Yeah,
perhaps behind.
Hurts,
Well,
Mahomes, and Swift. That's all they'd have. You know.
pretty much. Acoustics. Okay. What's up, Jacob B? Welcome, buddy. Patrick Mahomes own Allen in the playoffs. Mahomes 4-0 versus Allen in the playoffs. Dude, 1000%. Villain
Much as
says
I
I
don't care
once
for
tried to
Mahomes, I
sell.
think that's a point. That's a very poignant statement.
I agree. We're gonna dive into that in a second because clearly we got nothing else to talk about. I mean, we do, but we don't, but we do.
Well, we got
Villain
four
says
hours, so
I
you know.
7.5 hours playtime. Like, wait, you had
By the way, are
one.
we going to do a follow-up show next week for the last one of the
Yeah,
season,
yeah,
or is
yeah.
this
That's
it?
next week.
Or,
Next week is the last. The last.
okay, so next week's the last
Yeah.
episode of the
Next
season.
week is
All
the
right.
last one. Yes,
Well, it
yes.
don't
So.
have to be the last one. I can still join you here and there and do a
Oh yeah, yeah.
spot.
It's the last
A
one for
spot.
this
If there's
season.
really important news in the league, we could do a spot league-wide Wednesday throughout the off season if you want. You
Sure,
know.
sure. But this is the because this show, League Wide Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, it's in season, like Hard Knocks in season. You know what I mean? This is season 3. We're up to episode 22 with myself and my co-host, Mr. Color Commentary.
Although it
So,
would be nice to have a special edition league-wide Wednesday for maybe draft night,
oh, that would be pretty
since the
dope.
whole league is drafting. You know what I mean?
That would be pretty dope. We could do that. We could do an off-season special edition, like Hard Knocks does here and there. Like they
I
just
mean, I'm
put this
sure I'll
year.
have to fit it in and around whatever we do on the Phins tailgate for draft
Mm-hmm.
night. You know what I mean? But we can do something, sure.
Yeah, yeah. Usually for draft night, I kind of just like I do special appearances in different shows
Right,
because it's
right, right.
easy.
But maybe we, maybe you fire up a show and or like a preliminary before it gets started, and then
Yeah, we could. Yeah, that's a good
and you
idea.
can join us over on the tailgate if you wanted to. You know.
There you go. Oh, okay. So let me see. Let me read this comment finally. I once tried to sound control my office. I used padding on the wall and it didn't work. But yes, Miss Fitz, you don't have any echo or any noise coming through, so you're good. Yes, that's awesome. What
Yeah,
up?
the key to that soundproofing is putting it in the right spots. The corners of your wall reflect the most sound. They're terrible. Corners are the worst. So stuff
Mm.
your foam in the corners.
Okay, you said corners, and I'm instantly looking like, oh, okay, cool.
They're terrible for reflecting sound.
Yeah. Oh, but obviously I gotta redo my whole setup and stuff. But that's off-season projects. Obviously, you see we got the new layouts for next season that we're gonna do, and then probably halfway through the season again we'll revamp. It's a
And
lot
by
of
the way,
fun.
I love Michael K's question right there because too late, Michael K. Last week is the answer to that question. As soon as we heard that he requested a trade, how about that?
I swear, it don't matter who it is. It
Yeah, that
don't
bubble's
doesn't
already
matter.
been burst.
The water boy for the Detroit Lions has decided has asked for a trade.
Right,
Hey, Miami Dolphins,
right.
they have been breaking
San
news. Miami Dolphins
Francisco
have been.
fired their janitor, and we're all bring him home.
I'm telling you, we're such fans, dude. Like it's so ridiculous. Sometimes I'm like, we're a little too
We're
much.
like lurkers. We're like lurkers at a casino. That's what we are. You know.
Yeah, but everybody that
Oh,
goes.
that guy walked away from the machine. It's gonna hit. You know.
Garrett did say he wanted to go to a contender. Even that comment doesn't stop the nonsense. We are a contender. What are you talking
I was
about?
gonna say he stayed with Cleveland long enough to believe they were a contender. So obviously he
Exactly.
doesn't know how to evaluate contenders.
Yeah. Who's to say Tua doesn't play 45 games next season and get 100 touchdowns and
Exactly.
we make it to the Super Bowl.
Exactly. You could have done all your
Things can
charity work
happen.
in Miami for the last 5 years if you wanted to, you
You
know?
know what? That one thing that everyone in the league is saying could possibly happen, even though Buffalo fans swear it'll never happen. It could happen to the Bill. I mean, ask the Bengals. It could happen to the Bills next year, and the Bills could be absolutely trash. So you never know what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna
Although
happen.
the reasons for the Bengals being trash are mitigated by the fact that they have a really, really outstanding coach, a defensive minded coach, you know?
Yeah,
And
that's
and
Taylor,
I
right?
think
Taylor.
he might be up for coach of the year
You know,
this year.
I almost feel like KOC should get it.
Well,
I
McDermott's in the
mean,
running because
no, not
if you
McDermott.
look at
No.
the way he turned around that defense this year, like they were the reason we all thought they were going to slump this year is because they had so many losses on defense. And he
But
brought all these
they
new
always
guys
have
and
a bum.
rookies in and got them right up to speed. You know what I mean? Like that's really impressive to me. Like
He is, but
one of the main reasons I thought the Bills were going to tank this year is because of their defense, and their defense came out like it never even missed a beat. Whole new rookie class and whatever else. You know what I mean? So credit to
I just
McDermott for
personally
that.
feel like what KOC did, him having to pivot from, what we all expected JJ McCarthy to be, maybe
Right.
not like a Jaden Daniels, but
Oh, and then,
look at
yeah,
Drake May,
hyping up Sam Darnold like that. Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
literally he's alive. Wow, the resuscitation of
No, it
Sam
wasn't
Darnold, making
Sam
him look
Darnold.
like, holy smokes, this dude is really up for MVP. Like,
Yeah.
legitimate. I would not be surprised if he gets at least one or two votes of MVP because the guy played for the Jets and then played for other teams, came to the Vikings, and then completely changed with the
Oh,
right
maybe
team around him.
comeback player of the year, maybe for Darnold.
I don't know, maybe.
Flacco got it last year, right?
I don't know how he came back from the couch. I don't know how that was the thing, but I wouldn't be opposed to Sam Darnold getting a comeback player of the year.
Yeah,
I
because I
mean,
mean the last thing we heard from him was I'm seeing ghosts. And now, you know,
he
he's
was
what
what, one game away from making it to the NFC Championship. Like, come
right,
on.
right. Quick turnaround, definitely.
So for me, yeah, I gotta give it to KOC if I have to pick a coach of the year. I might even be willing to take the I forgot. Oh, Dan Quinn for Washington.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dan Quinn. Yeah.
But definitely what KOC did with taking kind of what Pete Carroll did when he got uh what was his name? Gino. When he got Gino
Hmm.
and he pretty much revived him. It's like the second act of a bunch of these starting quarterbacks that ended up turning into journeymen to then getting an actual legit second shot, and are taking advantage of it. So
Hmm.
it's interesting. I'm not gonna lie. What's up, AB? Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, I think we've
Michael
got
K,
the
welcome.
list down to everybody that deserves to be in the conversation. I
Mm-hmm.
think we've got what McDermott. You got
Yeah.
Dan Quinn. You got KOC. You
KOC.
got that's pretty much it
That's
for
pretty much
coach of
it,
the year.
in my opinion. Yeah. In my opinion. I mean, oh, wait a minute. Are we gonna pretend like we're not gonna add even though they lost, but we're not gonna take Dan Campbell? Cause
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dan.
even
Well,
Dan Campbell,
he that was pretty much meant for him last year, if you really think about it.
I
You
know
know what I mean?
last year they should have gotten him. But whatever. You know how they always are. But for me personally, even him. But I do think his biggest challenge is gonna be this upcoming season, having to pretty much redo his entire coaching staff for him to be able to go ahead and still have that high powered defense and high
Mhm.
powered offense. It's going to be a challenge for him as the overall head coach, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun for us to watch because we're gonna be able to see. Holy smokes!
I think maybe Dan Quinn might have the edge. The way Washington turned around season over season, that's they were a
No,
garbage team last
they
year. I
were a
mean,
garbage team, yeah, but they just got the rookie. They've been
I
building this
know,
team for
but that's
years,
the other thing.
but
You could
but
argue
the
that we
Lions
don't
did
know
that
about the
already.
rookie yet. How much of that is Dan Quinn? You know what I mean? We don't know yet.
We'll see if he
I mean,
has a
I don't
proper
believe it
camp.
is. I believe it's Jaden Daniels. I'm just saying that technically we don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Like
I get it.
Daniels could come out next year and be completely flat. I doubt it's going to happen, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
a quick
yeah.
turnaround. Washington was just right down there with the Browns and everybody else last year. And I mean, we put 45 points on them last year. So I mean, it tells you anything.
Yeah.
Now,
But
I
again,
don't think we'd even compete with them right now.
but let's be honest. The Detroit Lions have been offensively, not defensively, except last year, like this year, but offensively, the Detroit Lions have been consistently good for the last 3 years. They've
Right.
been
But
what
that's
top
nothing
five
new.
team.
See, but that's nothing new. So it's like, you know what I mean? He would have got it
Yeah, but
last
the
year.
new part is the fact that they were able to get young pieces in their defense and make the difference.
Well, I got you. I'm not disagreeing with the him deserving, the conversation. I'm just saying that I think he missed the boat. Like he just came runner up in his only shot because now you're talking 3 years in. It's nothing new to people. You know what I mean? Like part of being coach of the year is you did something that nobody else did this year or that you haven't done.
I agree. Who
You know
won
what I
it last
mean? Like,
year? Who won it last year?
uh, who was it?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. And I know
But yeah, go
This
ahead.
Sunday, not this Sunday, sorry. This, I think Saturday. Is it Saturday that they're doing the NFL honors or whatever?
Probably.
So that should be very interesting. Um, we gotta see exactly who they.
Another one you could think about is Sean Payton.
I guess
I
Sean
mean,
Payton would
to
be a
have a
good one
team
too. Yeah,
to have
yeah.
a team that gets 70 points put up on them, you know, getting rid of a veteran quarterback, terrible salary caps situation, rookie quarterback coming in. Sean Payton's got a good case too. Fourth runner up.
I would say Sean Payton does make a good case because of
Yeah,
what you
like
put.
fourth
It wasn't
runner up.
just a veteran; it was a Super Bowl winning
Hmm.
veteran quarterback that he actually let go, dealt with the
Yep.
cap space, and then was able to help elevate his young rookie
Yeah,
quarterback
one of the
to
worst
make it into
defensive coordinators in the league, you know,
facts, yo.
and they still stick with him. I don't know why.
And they almost
You know,
beat. I don't care what nobody tells me. They almost beat the Chiefs twice if it wasn't for, you know
hmm
what. So we're not even gonna mention it because apparently Travis Kelsey doesn't want to
the only
mention
thing
it
that
either.
drags Sean Payton's case down is that with him, it's to be expected. So all he did was what he's expected to do. You know what I mean? That's the part. That's what I meant by Dan Campbell. It's like
I got
at
another
this
one for
point you're
you.
expected to
Harbaugh.
do what he's done. You know?
Thank you, AB. Even though I thought about it before I read your comment. But Jim Harbaugh, right? It's Jim
Yeah.
or John? I don't know. Which, by the way, the Ravens coach, he's the older brother, and he looks younger than his younger brother. His younger brother looks like he's 10 years older than him. I'm
I
like,
mean,
that's the younger brother.
who else was a Cinderella story that you can think of this year? Nobody, right?
No, no, Harbaugh. He turned around the culture of that
Well, yeah,
team.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah,
Harbaugh. But
yeah.
I mean,
And then I mean, no
other than that though,
hard,
like nobody
no.
else was, you know, nobody
Yeah,
else other than the
1,000%.
Redskins were at a point
Such a
where they weren't
nerd.
supposed to be.
Such a nerd. That is our schedule. Literally on my wallet is our schedule. Oh God, I hate this team and I love it so much. It's a love hate relationship. I was telling people this morning, because I was having a hard time, man. Like it pisses me off, especially when I have to talk about the division and then talk about how we're not doing anything, or at least we haven't done anything yet. And you've seen Patriots are doing this. They're making moves. They're hiring coaches. They're making changes. You see the Jets doing the same thing. Heck, even the Bills are making and then
Yeah, we're out here
nothing
talking about bringing in
running
Marcus
it. Yeah,
Mariota
like
for
what
our top
the
flight
heck? Are we
backup.
serious, yo?
Yeah.
Like, it's so it's frustrating as a
Yeah,
fan.
all
It is
these years I didn't
frustrating.
realize Marcus Mariota was all we needed, Miss Phins.
Oh, dude, I
Wow.
almost threw my phone when I saw that. Cause look, guys, I got a life. I'm not 1,000% looking at my phone and looking at every single notification. No, man.
What is
I
it with
schedule
these
time to
guys
do
like
that.
Tua and Mariota and these guys that just like
Just because they're Hawaiian, I don't care that they're
I don't
Hawaiian.
I don't want to I don't want to make it about that. I'm just trying to
No,
figure out like
that's the post that I
Marcus
read.
Mariota has
That's the
literally
post that I
done
read.
nothing since he's been in the league. Nothing whatsoever. He was a complete bust. He gets shifted around to all these teams, and we're bringing him in and making it a news headline
Rough,
like
man. It's rough.
like
Stefanski
Marcus
was switching
Mariota.
chaos.
Like really, Marcus Mariota? Why is this guy even in the league?
Journeyman.
Yeah, but
I don't
he
even
don't
know
even
how when
qualify
there's
as that,
so
Miss
many
Spins.
players.
He don't even qualify as that. I would take Mike Glennon over Marcus Mariota.
But there's so many players out there that are looking for opportunities. Heck, at this point, go to the UFL and try to get somebody. Like,
How about the guy we already had in the building who's playing for who now? Pittsburgh?
yeah.
I mean, it's just like if you really
And
think
then the
Marcus
other
Mariota
guy,
is
and
an
the other
upgrade
guy
over
ends up
Skylar
playing for
Thompson,
the Bills
now I'm just
and
saying,
makes it to the
if you think
flipping.
that Marcus Mariota is an upgrade over Skylar Thompson, then you just hate Skylar Thompson. That's just all there is to it.
No,
You're
they're
exposed
all
as a
Skylar
hater. You know
Thompson
what I
haters.
mean?
They're all Skylar, like legit
I mean, I get the
Skylar Thompson
narrative.
haters.
I get the narrative that Skylar is trash. I get that. But if you think Mariota is better than Skylar Thompson, you're just in your feelings about Skylar. That's all there is to it. Nobody is as bad as Marcus Mariota in this league right now. Nobody. Not one quarterback is worse than Marcus Mariota. You know why? Because Mike Glennon's not in the league right now. I
Yeah.
mean, this is nonsense. And we're talking about top flight backup. First of all, we already know the fallacy of top flight backup. And secondly, you're gonna presume that Marcus Mariota's that guy? Are we serious?
Yes, they are dead serious thinking
Can we just go
Mariota's the
get
guy.
Teddy
I don't
Bridgewater
get it.
back?
I don't
At
get it.
least we got a champion.
Shout out to to Villa. He gave me Stefanski was the coach of the year last season.
Oh, thank
Uh
you.
he's who's the
Cleveland, right?
who
Cleveland, right?
is it? Oh, it is Cleveland. Yeah, with Joe
Oh,
Flacco.
right, because of what he did with Joe Flacco. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and that's with the same time that Flacco won comeback player of the year.
right.
So you're
Makes
right.
sense. Yeah.
Thank you, villain. What's up, Cat for life in the building? Thank you. He says Mariota is a hard pass for me. For real. Even AB, he's like Trey Lance, Justin Fields, other
Exactly,
players
AB.
out
And
there.
look, I mean, far be it for me to
Tyler
agree with
Mariota.
AB, but yes,
Top.
yes, yes, I agree, AB. They're both trash. But for people to be like prefer one over the other, like really?
This is hilarious. Yo, Michael, okay. Top flight backup equals oxymoron.
Exactly. Yeah. Oxymoron for sure. Top flight backup. That's like saying little giant.
Little giant, exactly.
Or
It's
the
hilarious.
bald guy that's named Curly, you know, in case anybody didn't know what an oxymoron was. It's a literary
or
device.
Tua talking about low as elite.
hmm Right. Elite Tua. That's an oxymoron. Elite Tua.
I don't even know why that's making it. Look at deafening
You
silence.
could argue left arm of God is an oxymoron.
No, I will never say that, man. I'll never, but holy
I mean,
smoke.
as
I know,
describing a
I
human
know.
being. You know what I mean?
I get that, but I refuse to call him that. My mother would whoop
No,
me
no,
if
that's
I
what
ever
I'm
went
saying.
like
It's an oxymoron because there's no human that could have the left arm of God. So it's an oxymoron to call a human the left arm of God,
I
especially one
laughed
that can't
so
throw the
hard.
ball.
Deafening silence. Yeah, that's another one. Listen, guys, if you see me taking shots at my team, it's because I'm fed up. I am super fed up. But I told everybody this morning, once the season's fully over, so Tuesday, I'll oh no, forget it. Because next week I'm doing all my end of the season reviews. And I'm gonna get upset at that. So, so the week after, then I'll be, a little more happy go lucky. It's just right now, I'm just really fed up with my team. And you know what? I'm human. I deserve better, especially when they're charging so much money for these tickets. Like, if you know what, Color, you're right. You're better off going game day, paying $20
Yeah,
because at this point it's just ridiculous.
because at
Plus,
least you're
that's
not
not.
paying for the games you don't feel like going to. You know.
Yeah, it's not like it includes the Spain ticket. Now, if I was
Well,
paying
what I
money
found last year, Miss Finns,
for
based
that,
on the number of games that I missed, which wasn't a lot, but it was enough that if I would have bought the games I did go to a la carte, I would have actually spent less money than the overall season ticket package.
but you
Especially
didn't pay them.
considering
You didn't sell them.
especially considering by the time we played the San Francisco 49ers, tickets were $20. You know, I mean, I paid 100 even at a discounted wholesale rate, I still paid over 100 for that San Francisco ticket. It's ridiculous. It's just such a you know what it reminds me? I was watching this video before your show
Yeah,
started about the online guru stock gurus the fake stock gurus, you know what I mean? The scammers that are like charging people for stock trading courses and they're just all they're doing is like grifting and showing off their lifestyle and, you know, not actually teaching anybody anything. You know, it's a big industry right now of scammers that are scamming people for stock trading courses and all that. And the way they sell you, the way
I
they
can't
email you,
do that.
the
I
way
don't
they
know how
email
people
you
have
and
the balls to do
they act like oh, there's only this many spots left in the class. You better hurry and sign up. And then when you don't, they're still spamming your email. And then 5 weeks later, they're like, we still got one spot open. Do you want me to lock you in for it? It's like you had that spot open the whole time. It was never, there's no unlimited. It's just like the season ticket agent. It's like they'll email you and be like, lock it in now. You know what I mean? It's like, I told you I don't want to do it. And you're still emailing me, telling me to lock it in because
Is that what they're doing to you, bro?
I'm going to miss my chance to select my seats. I don't want them, dude. You know what I mean? I'm not paying for season tickets this year.
What's up, G man? Good evening, miserable dog. Stop it, AB. But if you keep going to
You're
games,
going to
they
miss
won't lower the
out.
price. It's true.
What did he say?
It's true.
Sorry.
AB said, but if you keep going to games, they won't lower the price. This is the problem, bro.
Exactly.
We're not the Carolina Panthers, where they got only a 20% fill rate.
Or the
This Miami
Tennessee Titans, where
Dolphins.
nobody really cares to win. We just happy enough to
Yeah.
have football.
This is not us. Look at Carolina. Literally had like 20%. It was the first time in my life. Not we're not talking about COVID year because nobody had people, but I'm talking about like this was like what 2023. This was last year, the year before, last year, and they literally had less than 20% attendance. You would thought I'm like, is this a preseason game? Because it was so empty. And I'm like, Jesus, we don't have that luxury, bro. Everybody would want to come because it's Miami. We're a legendary team. Guess what? When you're a legendary team, people always come. That's the problem. Now, if we were to put a force field around the stadium and hack into their servers and just delete all their season ticket stuff, refund everybody, and then lock everybody out, then maybe. But I'm not advocating for any illegal actions whatsoever. But if everybody did start a true, you gotta do it like when they canceled Bud Light. You know what I mean? For whatever.
Right, a
Again, I
true
don't care about
boycott,
the politics. I'm
a
talking
true,
about the example of a
an
true
active
boycott.
boycott, exactly.
Bro, that was a
And
boycott.
you may not get everybody to join it, but if you're doing an active boycott campaign, the media don't care if anybody's joining it. They'll make a big deal out of it. You know, you floating around a petition, it don't matter how many people sign the thing. The fact that you're floating around a petition is the news.
Oh, absolutely. And they'll run it. They will run it.
Openly call
And
for a boycott. Start up a website devoted to boycotting the Miami Dolphins, and then see what happens. They can act like,
hey,
oh, they'll, there's plenty of people that'll buy your ticket right behind you. Yeah, that's fine. But they'll be the only team in the NFL with an active boycott against them.
it's has that ever happened?
It's
I don't
all
know if
about it's
he
all about
oh,
imagery. You're not going to dent their pockets with a boycott, but what you're going to
yeah.
do is embarrass them.
Look, they don't even have real fans, even though they kind of already say that. But we do have real fans. These people, I get tired every time. It annoys the crap out of me when people say, "Man, you don't even have fans." The opposing team always shoots it up. I'm like, have you ever actually even been in the stadium?
Right.
Because if you've been in a stadium only one time, could I say that? Dang, they got to like 40% of the stadium, and that was the Purple Demons of the Minnesota Vikings 2 years ago. That's it. Other than that, not even the Bills get to 40% of the stadium. I don't care what nobody tells me. They'll be in the little old way side, the hot side, and then they'll have like little people here and there. But that's it. And people swear, oh, the takeover, oh, the get out of here. Were you in the stadium? Because I go there. I've gone to every game with the exception of like two in the last 3 years. And yeah, like I don't they don't no team has ever really taken over. Nobody has ever done over 50% or even 50%. I put the Vikings at 40% and I'm being generous. But that was it cuz I guess purple looks really bright, versus aqua and orange. Well, then you're not gonna be out there saying how oh no fans come to no. This is not the LA Rams or the LA. What's the other one? What Chargers that literally don't have home field.
These
Those
things,
other teams
uh,
literally don't have home field.
our season ticket agents think that it's a privilege to go to that damn stadium. Like it don't matter who's playing, who cares to win, none of that. They act like it's a privilege, like we're being graced with the ability to buy season tickets and go to their venue.
I still remember years ago, bro. They were giving the 300 section. I'm not gonna lie to you for like less than $500 for the whole season.
Yeah, I know.
Less
I
than
know.
$500.
I know.
Oh, and I considered it, but I'm like, oh God, I don't know if I want to pay this much money. We suck. So yeah, I mean
No, but
that's
they're all acting like it ain't that there ain't the big elephant in the room. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, yeah. You want to be a member, don't you? You want to be a fan, don't you? Uh, I've been a fan my whole life. Ain't never had season tickets, but this year. And I'm sorry, I've never tied my fandom to whether I show up at the stadium or not.
Yeah, I've never. I mean, I've gone to games before prior to these last 3 seasons that have been blessed by fans. Literally, all of this has been the fans blessing Miss Fins with tickets and opportunities.
Oh,
If not, I mean, it's just too
well,
much money. I can't
well,
even do it.
the way the agent talks to me is as if he's completely oblivious to what this sport is about. Like you know what I mean? Like he thinks that I'm some pom pom waving college kid that's just gonna like, oh, I don't care if we win. I just want to go party at Hard Rock every Sunday. Or whatever they think is like gonna that they think they have the ability to sell me on a terrible product. because they think the product is being there. They don't realize the product is the football team and whether we win or lose. Not all of us are like, hey, yeah, I'm perfect. Oh, yeah. No, I want to win. I want my team to win, and I'm not going to put my money into a team that has no desire to win. And the season ticket agents are going to have to understand that, or they're going to have to go find the pom pom waivers because they're not getting a dime from me.
Yeah, I can totally see you with pom poms. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even like wearing the palm beanies, man. Like I don't even like them with the palm on top. You know what I mean? Those are especially when men wear them. It's like, come on, man, cut that thing off. You know, the little pom pom on top of the beanie. You know, that's what that's called, a palm.
Oh, the little furry part at the top.
Yeah, the little fluffy thing on top. That's a palm.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Cool. I
because
like
the
those.
cheerleaders have two of them, so they're called pom poms.
I literally had no idea.
Yeah, it's
Look at
literally a
that.
palm
You
on
learn
top of the
something
hat.
new.
That's why I just when men wear them, it's even funnier to me.
Huh. I mean, I don't mind. It is what it
I
is.
mean,
As
everybody
long as they can
does.
keep you
So
warm, though.
everybody wears them. So it's not like it's a taboo or nothing. But for me, it's like, man, I personally don't buy the ones with the palm on top. That's just me.
I guess I can see what you mean.
Nothing says I'm a cheerleader like a palm on top of your head.
Yeah, pretty
Not
much.
that there's anything wrong with that. I just don't. I just don't fan that way. You
You
know?
know what? I realize my logo has it. Look.
Oh yeah, but see, it works for females. It's perfectly fine for a female. Call me sexist. I don't care. You know, women like putting
Texas, I
everything
don't
on them.
care.
Women like accessorizing everything. So I can. It works for women. You know what I mean? But McDaniel just looks like a goofball on the sideline with it on his head. I'm sorry, he just does. He looks like a clown.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I totally understand. So it kind of makes sense that you
And
see that because we do love to accessorize. I mean,
this is
I want to
so
match.
purely not sexist at all. It's just a matter of women look better in some things than men do. I mean, what can I say? I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Not
Women look
sexist
better in
whatsoever.
business attire than men do. Maybe it's because I'm a man. I don't know.
Possibly, since I don't think you're checking out guys like that. So
Women look better in business attire than they do dresses.
I do love business attire. One of my favorites. Absolutely.
It just sweats intelligence. You know what I mean?
I mean, it oozes intelligence. Like,
Right,
yes.
right. It doesn't mean they're intelligent. It just presents that.
Damn.
You know, it
You
just,
have to bring it
you know,
down like that, but
optics are
I get it.
everything.
I get it. I get it. Um, we're right. Okay.
I mean,
There we
some of
go.
them are dumb as box of rocks. I mean, you know, I've met exotic dancers that are way more intelligent than some business women. You know what I mean? But whatever.
Listen, it doesn't matter how they pay for school, okay? God, that I don't understand. Let me not go down. Let me not go down this rabbit hole because I'm gonna have too much fun.
Yeah, I was speaking against the stereotype, not trying to perpetuate it. You know,
Yeah, I get it. I get it. But I
there
think
are
that's what
very
makes it
intelligent
funnier.
exotic dancers out there. Trust me.
I'll trust you. You know. Anywho, but guys, now that we gave you complete 46 minutes of just pure awesomeness, um, we're about to start a 2 hour show of the Pro Bowl. I'm kidding, guys. I'm totally kidding.
Man, these
Listen.
intros are getting complex.
I mean, what else are we supposed to do, man?
I know.
What else are we
I know.
supposed to do? This is
Impact player, tight end, Travis
yeah.
Kelsey.
We're gonna talk about that right now. We're gonna talk about that. This was the Pro Bowl. Oh my God, this is a recap of the Pro Bowl right here. Boom. That's gotta be
Uh,
the no scoring plays
what is it?
available.
Basketball?
Apparently, oh no. So the way they do it is they take all the points from the weekend, and that's the overall weekend points.
I see. The Pro Bowl
Yeah.
games. All right. So it's like the Olympic games, and that's how many medals we got compared to. Oh, yeah, I got you.
Essentially,
Right,
essentially.
right.
But uh
So one of those 63 is a dodgeball point.
honestly, I have no idea at this point. But I'll tell you this: the NFC has won 4 years straight. Peyton Manning sucks as a head coach, and he even admitted it in the broadcasting. I thought it was the most hilarious thing ever. He had to give it up to little brother because little brother has been beating him consistently, and that's what we talked about this morning. We ended up talking about like the good sibling rivalry that you have within the league, and all the guys that obviously play with their brothers. It was fun. Um, it was fun. As villain, as far as from what we know, the last head coaching position, which you can correct me, Color, it was the Saints position, and I do believe it has been filled already.
Yeah, I think
So
aside from that, our beat writers have pretty much reported that Weaver is staying, so we should be good there.
we should be good, which was is good for us, given some stability in the defense, right? Um, Now as far as what do you call it? As far as the NFC, obviously, man, little brother beats him, and we were talking about this morning how um if it wasn't for that second Super Bowl, little brother would have had a better record than his big brother. Obviously, I don't think Eli has ever won a league MVP. Peyton has 4 of them, but still, I mean, Peyton only had one Super Bowl, so he was dying for the second Super Bowl, so he doesn't get left behind by his little brother. So yeah, I don't know what it is. Anywho, but yeah, that was pretty much it. The AFC in the Pro Bowl absolutely sucks. There's no other way of putting it. They super suck. Boom! There is your recap. As far as our impact players, we didn't really have impact players like that for last week, but I will say the one for the conference games. You beat me, bro. You had 3 versus my 1. I had Barkley. You ended up getting Cook, Chiefs, and Eagles. So yeah, that's uh
Hmm.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So let's go ahead and discuss it. We got the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, which will be this Sunday. You're gonna have the 15-2 Kansas City Chiefs going up against the 14-3 Philadelphia Eagles on Fox Super Bowl 59, or Super Bowl Licks, on Fox this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. According to the AP, Mahomes, Kelsey, and the Chiefs quest for a three-peat faces its tough challenges versus the Eagle. That's all I'm gonna say, because guess what? I'm doing a whole game recap on Friday, so I gotta talk to y'all about that. About this part, since we gotta pick our game.
Oh, I noticed they finally stopped their tradition of the 6:18 kickoff time.
Really?
Remember that used to be the official kickoff of the Super Bowl was 6:18 exactly. For some weird reason, it was always 6:18.
You have to
Like, it looks like
understand
they've
that
stopped
because
that tradition
they
finally.
time the all the songs and whatever. That's why it's all
Mhm.
timed, and they gotta like keep doing the song, the
Right, right.
anthem, all that stuff. And then by 6:18, they've already done the coin
Right,
flip. They've
right. So
already
it
done all that.
became kind of a tradition that it was at 6:18. That was like the known start of the Super Bowl. You didn't have to
But
ask anybody when it started. Everybody knew it was 6:18.
I always just said 6 o'clock, if to be honest with
Right,
you.
right.
So
But I mean, technically, kickoff it was always at 6:18.
I just
But
think this is gonna be interesting, man. Holy smokes! Where is the Super Bowl next year? I think the Super Bowl is in LA, right? Next year?
didn't they just have one in LA?
Yeah, they did. Where is the Super Bowl next year? Can somebody check it out for us? I'm just curious to see, man. But having Super Bowl this year in New Orleans, the next time they host it, I want to be there because it's New Orleans. You know what I mean? I've never been to what is it called? To Bourbon Street, right? That's a street. That's a famous street, and all of that. I want to be able to see all of that. All them Cajuns. You know what I mean? All the Cajuns that are living in Louisiana. So that should be fun.
It's going to be actually, it is going to be in California. And I
So I was
actually heard
right.
this the other day. I should have remembered. It's going to be in San Francisco, Levi Stadium,
Oh, see, I knew it was gonna be
Santa
somewhere in
Clara.
Cali. Okay, Levi Stadium. That's kind of ridiculous that they get it twice, but Miami, we should be coming up soon for one. 2026. I mean, not 26. What am I talking about? In like 4 years, maybe, right? Like, because this right here puts the the Superdome. It breaks the tie between us and them.
Right. Well,
So
we'll find out. We'll do a cameo here for Gemini. Hey, Gemini.
Hey there, what's going on?
I was wondering if you knew when the next time the Dolphins were going to be hosting the Super Bowl, when the next time Miami would be hosting the Super Bowl.
Unfortunately, there's no current plan for Miami to host another Super Bowl anytime soon. It's a great city, and they've hosted the big game several times in the past, but there's no upcoming Super Bowls scheduled for Hard Rock Stadium.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm
Anytime,
a little
if
I'm
you
a
need.
little I'm a little offended that your lady's British
Well, it's the
or
only one they
Are
had.
you importing your ladies now?
It's the only one they had. Yeah, I'm outsourcing my Gemini to Britain.
That is some bull. Oh my god, dude! Thank you, Michael K. Ask it what it thinks about Tua. Please, dude. That'll be fun.
Oh, yeah, I have. I've had plenty of discussions with Gemini
Just a
about
quick
Tua.
ask. Just a quick ask.
All right, hold on. You know she's just gonna smooge him.
I don't know that.
Oh,
I
she
want
Are
to
you
see
will.
sure
what she
who
says.
she is, or what you mean by
You are she. I was talking about you.
it? Sounds like you're saying nice things about me. I appreciate that. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yes, I would like to know what your opinion on Tua is. Is he a good quarterback?
No, that's a leading
My opinion
question. What is
player?
your
I can tell you what
no?
Oh, you want? Oh, you
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that was a
yeah. That's
leading
a leading
question?
question.
Okay,
Say, what
sorry.
is your
Cancel that
opinion of
question,
Tua
Gemini.
Tagovailoa? Give the full name.
problem. Would you like to ask me something else?
Yeah, I'd like to ask you what you think about Tua Tagovailoa.
Well, I can't personally taste the food at Taco Villa, but many people enjoy their tacos and other menu items. Is there something specific you'd like to ask me about Taco Villa?
Is it a good quarterback?
Ah, I see what you're doing. While I can't provide personal opinions on players, I can provide you with their stats and accomplishments if you'd like. Would you like me to look up some stats for Tua Tagovailoa?
I would like you to tell me what he's accomplished.
Tua Tagovailoa has had a pretty impressive career. So far, he's led the league in both passer rating and passing yards, which are significant accomplishments. He's also helped lead the Dolphins back to the playoffs. Of course, he's still relatively young, so it'll be interesting to see what he accomplishes in the future.
And what's his biggest issue?
Tua Tagovailoa's biggest issue is probably his durability. He's had several concussions and other injuries throughout his career, which have sidelined him and raised questions about his ability to stay on the field consistently. It's a big deal because a quarterback needs to be available to lead the team.
Well, you definitely got that right. Sounds like you know football.
You're welcome. Tua's injuries are definitely something to watch as he continues his career. Would you like to ask me anything else about him? Or should we
No,
change the
shut her
subject?
down, cause
No, no,
what
you
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 thinking of?
definitely answered enough about Tua.
No,
Thank
no,
you very
no.
much.
Shut her down when I hear her ever again. I don't care. I'm not jealous or nothing. I'm just saying I'm way
That's
much
the
better.
collective voice of the world, Miss Fins, is what that is. You know.
And it's dumb.
I know, I
That's
know. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's just amazing how the algorithm is taken over. Like it thinks for us now. You know, like the
no,
whole thing
you're
thinks
not
for us
thinking for
now.
me. You're not thinking for me.
Hmm. She also thought that the Raiders would be a great trade partner for Tua.
But we had already said that eons ago.
Hmm. Which I thought was funny because when I asked her and she said that, I'm like, wow, she listens to the Fins tailgate apparently. And apparently, I asked her about the Fins tailgate. She thinks that Shake is the biggest celebrity at the Fins tailgate. Yeah, she's the only one he mentioned. He's the only one she mentions.
I almost wanted to ask a question, but I'm not going to because we'll do it offline. I know how it is in the internet.
You're afraid what she's gonna answer?
No,
You'd be afraid she don't know you.
whatever. Shut up.
She don't know me,
This
Miss Finn, so
thing
don't
that
feel
maybe
bad.
your show should go back next year on Tuatanga Bailoa.
On Tuna Tuesdays.
Yeah, I can't wait till. I've already said this. Look, it's just he's so inconsistent and unavailable that I just and his super lover fans just are tough to deal with at times. But I can't wait till he's completely out of my team. Because we're gonna replace him with someone else. You know what I mean? So I'm expecting this to already happen. You had the Tannehill whatevers, and you had the tools whatevers. We're gonna have some look at banana coming in hot. Have we got Tua yet? We're gonna it's gonna be someone else we're gonna obsess about and completely pull apart. I'm over the Tua train. That's it. I'm just over it. I've had enough. It's been 5 years of my life dealing with this. I just would like to no 6 years because it was a tank for Tua, and then all that. Finally caught up with you guys. Yeah, what's up? Thank you, banana. Thank
What up,
you.
banana?
So okay, let's give the people what they want, what they're here for, what have they paid for. I
Mm,
mean, I don't know.
I'm not even sure. I mean, it's the Eagles and the Chiefs. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, ooh, snap! Snap! No way! Sorry, this is a situation in the WNBA that I find completely hilarious. That what can I say, ladies and gentlemen? It is hilarious, hilarious. Now you're gonna make me start talking like her.
what are they issuing pay cuts?
No, 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 no. No, it's just it's funny. One of the players that went from one team to another did because she wanted to go into a championship team. All the starting players have gone to other teams. The head coach quit and left, and the assistant coaches also left. Like that team is completely dismantled, and she got left holding the bag. So now she's trying to use the media to force a trade. I thought it was hilarious when I saw that. So that That was it, ladies and gentlemen.
Instead of becoming a superstar and being that person on that team that everybody wants to come play for, right? No, you need others to be successful. Like, what is this world we live in, Ms. Fins? I mean,
Yeah,
that would be like
yeah.
Dan Marino after losing the Super Bowl would have been like, you know what, Miami just ain't doing it for me. Everybody's left, and I'm here holding the bag. No, no, you be the star. You be the new LeBron James or the new whatever that everybody wants to, that everybody needs to help them win. I mean, you're going to a team and then you're going to go, oh, well, everybody left me now. The reason I came here is because all these people gave me a good chance to win and they all left. So now I can't win? What kind of mentality is that?
Yeah, but you know
How
what? Not because it's
why
a
have we
WNBA, but this
raised our
happens
kids this
everywhere.
way?
This happens everywhere, even in the men leagues, even in football, even in
Okay,
what it happens
why have we
everywhere.
raised our kids this way? Why? It's
Mm,
so weak.
mm,
I mean,
mm.
I'd rather never mind. I won't
PG
say.
13,
I'll
PG
save
13.
that one for backstage.
Yeah, we'll leave it for backstage. We'll do a little bit backstage. You know what I
Uh,
mean?
Something reminded me of you know, uh,
Oh, what's up, villain? Oh man, you're too kind. Yeah. Oh snap! This is this the first? This can be more dolphin swag tip. Thank you, man.
oh,
Much
thank you, Lily.
appreciate for your $5 donation. It's I think this might be no. Oh, villain. This might actually be the first Miami Dolphins super chat of the year of the new 2025 year, man. The one
Wow,
that I
that
got.
long? What the? Yo, y'all
That,
need to open up your banks, man.
that,
Miss Fins deserves it. Come on.
I appreciate
Ain't
you, man.
nobody got a
Yeah, I
problem
got
super
Jets
chatting other
fans,
people.
Bills
Thanks, Philly.
fans, Jets fans, Bills fans, Patriots fans, but not like Dolphin fans. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I know I've had several members. So shout out to Mr. Paul, Mr. Paul being one our newest member. So thank you so much for that. That was awesome too. But I think this is the first like Miami Dolphin fan super chat. So thank you, man.
Man, we're a
Props to
stingy
you.
fan base. You notice that?
It's
Notice how
okay.
stingy our fan base is?
Listen, our economy's coming back. We'll be all right. But I'm super appreciative for everybody. Everybody that donates on Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or even, super chat, super sticker, super thanks. I appreciate you so much. And I just realized I didn't even read this. Tyreek is being sued by a model. Oh boy. Is he having a boy or is he having a girl with the model? I mean, at this point, that's what you're gonna ask every time. So but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's a complete blessing. You guys are a complete blessing, and I'm so grateful. So thank you so much. Thank you, guys, and thank you, Bill. And appreciate you for your donation. Um, what was I gonna say? As far as the Dolphins are concerned, man, Tyreek is always a problem. He's more of a problem outside the field than he is inside the field. Maybe that's another reason why Kansas City wasn't so ham in trying to keep him. I'm just curious to see how many babies he's had since he left Kansas City, and how many babies he's had while he was in Kansas City. That I think that'll be a fun stat to take a look at if anybody came up with that. Just saying. Just saying. Now
I
let's
told you, I told you in 20 years, the Miami Dolphins entire roster is gonna be full of Hill jerseys.
oh
Like the
yeah,
entire team is gonna be made up of Hill sons.
pretty much. More off the field drama. Yep,
I mean, we've already
exactly.
got one side of the ball complete. He's got like 12, right? So that's one side of
Yeah,
the ball right there. 11 guys, you know what I mean?
that is true. We'll see.
Hey, if we can't build through the draft, we'll build through Tyreek, whatever.
Yeah, but can we get I'm tired of short receivers, bro. Can I get a Megatron here and there? Like, I can't. I'm so tired of not having um tall receivers. Like, this is just insane to me. How all of our receivers are midgets, and I don't care what anybody says.
Apparently, you don't care if anybody hears what you say either.
Just having some technical difficulties. No big deal. Yeah. But I'm telling you, see,
Yeah, the hill will be filled with hills. Yep.
the Chiefs were quick to let him go and give his number away. That I did notice too. They were like, "Oh, bye. Thank you so much for nope. We're gonna give you this. Oh, you know what? You want the bag? You have earned a right to be." Yo, they greered the crap out of him, and yeah, the hills will be filled with hills. I'm telling you.
I'm guessing the hill is the neighborhood down in the 305 somewhere. Like the hill.
Maybe.
I know there's a hill in St. Louis. It's where all the Italian restaurants are at. They call it the hill.
You know that we're the flattest state in the union, right?
Right, which is why it's a oxymoron to
Not
have the
really.
hill.
The only hills we have are trash mountains.
Yeah,
We call them trash mountains. That's what we
yeah,
call them. So,
the landfill.
pretty
That
much.
one right there off by commercial.
You mean 441 and 595?
Yeah. The one you pass by on the way to Hard Rock. Somewhere in Broward.
441 and 595. Yeah. Okay, let's get into this Super Bowl,
So real
Pete.
quick, Miss Fins, there is something funny about that. The landfill up here in Palm Beach County, it is in Riviera Beach, just outside of town. And without realizing it, they built this huge golf community, like billionaire golf community called Ballin Isles. And it's literally across the street from the landfill. So you know how it is in South Florida in the morning when the air is real dank. Like if you live anywhere near that landfill and the wind's blowing the right way, you know what I mean? You're having to deal with that for an hour or two in the morning, right? So imagine getting $1 billion or $1 million mansion in a golf community like that, and then waking up every morning to that smell. Talk about real estate agents like bait and switching. You know what I mean? Like it's so hilarious.
That's horrible. That is
It's like the rich
horrible.
people got to deal with this stink. That's right. How do you like us now?
Now that's funny. That's funny.
Funny thing is, it never
Trash
drove
more
down the
for real.
value either. They buy those places up still, because I got to be in Ballin Isles, you know, because it's Ballin Isles is a sub community that's just south of PGA National, so like it's world renowned area for golf millionaires. You know what I mean? And this place is built right next to the landfill. It's hilarious.
Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. But oh, listen, I've played in PGA on PGA courses and TPC courses too. Man, let me tell you, they are completely different than regular courses. Man, those
Mhm.
greens, they're so smooth. The fairways are amazing. Like it is a completely different feel when you're playing in a TPC course or a PGA course.
Yeah, you can
Man,
actually see the
amazing.
flag at the other end.
Not all the time, depending on there are
Well,
certain
if it's a
courses
par
that
five, maybe not. But like,
yeah.
but like what I mean is the flag ain't all faded and like the pole's about to dry rot, and fall apart. You know what I mean? It's like,
Well, okay, it's not that bad, but it's maintained in
the
other
course
courses.
markers, the paint's all fading on them, so you don't know which way to go.
They're not that bad, but you can.
No,
It's a.
I'm speaking of the average public course in Florida.
They're not that bad, but they're just not to
Well, you must not
PGA
have played
standard.
up here in Palm Beach too often,
No, I've have I played in Palm Beach?
other than PGA.
Um,
Matter of fact,
no,
that's right off of a road called PGA Boulevard.
no, I think
it,
that's
it sits
probably.
between PGA Boulevard and North Lake
I played
Boulevard.
at Eagle Trace. That's a TPC course, PGA course,
Hmm.
obviously. Um,
There's one in Palm Beach too. There's a small PGA sanctioned course in Palm on the island of Palm Beach, but I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
they hold any major events there.
Probably not. I mean, there are other courses. You have to also understand they are the PGA has their main tours, but they also have smaller tours
Oh,
as
sure,
well. I
sure,
mean, I
sure.
personally know one
Now
of my friends.
the one off PGA Boulevard is like one that's on their tour. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah,
they'll have tour events there, but
yeah.
the one in Palm
Like
Beach,
when you're talking about like Pebble Beach, you know what I
right,
mean, or
right,
you're talking
right,
about Augusta, you know what I mean, like
right.
all these other courses. It's the same thing. We have so many in the state of Florida. It's ridiculous. Um,
Oh, and all kinds of golf pro shops around that area too. It's like, yeah.
Edwin Watts, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
and a bunch of other stores. So, but
You ever notice you don't ever see anybody in a golf pro shop?
I mean, I have, but
Well,
have you
yeah,
not?
common people who can't afford anything in there. But I'm talking about like the people that go get custom clubs and all that. They're not walking into a golf store to do that. You know what I mean? They're all millionaires.
Yeah. Well, it depends. It depends.
Bonzo.
They have other places to do it, but yeah, they still do. They
Now
still.
this is funny. Vonjo is a master at
What's
irony,
the
by the way.
color, Miss Finn?
He's
What
just
we
a
talking about? The
master at
most
irony.
golfing options?
Yeah, yeah. We happen to be talking about golf, and of course, the natural assumption is that we're
That's
talking
funny.
about the Dolphins quarterback. The great correlation, Vonzo. That's why I like Vonzo. A very intelligent mind right there.
That's hilarious. To us golfing options, probably. Isn't the one on PGA Boulevard the ladies' course? I'm not sure, Color. You might know. You might know
The
more than me.
LPGA, I think they have them both there. I would imagine.
I would imagine they'd have
It's
both.
like,
Yeah.
from what I understand, that one on PGA Boulevard, that whole area is like the headquarters of the PGA, pretty much.
Now you do know the World International Golfing Hall of Fame is in Florida, right? It's in Central Florida.
Really?
Yeah. I've passed by it. They have a Bucky's real close. I've never seen a Bucky's
Must
before.
be Ocala.
It was in Central Florida. And when I saw, because we went to it, I was like, shut up. We're about to go into this big ass Bucky's. Oh, where's my little Bucky?
They
Hold
got
on.
Buc-ee's
It
all
was
over Missouri.
not. Yeah, but that's stuff from up north. We don't get none of that down here. And there he is. I had to buy myself a little Bucky.
Oh, you got
Yeah,
a
he's my little guy.
Oh,
You
wow.
see? Yes, yes, whatever. I'm such a Floridian. That's a Texas, like, yeah, I got myself a little Bucky. What up, guys? What up? God Dolphins. Even though he looks like a Kansas City Chief fan. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
All
he
that
does
red and
kinda,
yellow. But yeah, I got myself a little Bucky. I was like, what? I was like, dude, Bucky's is a whole nother life. It's like better than I don't even know.
It's
Like
like
they got
Walmart was when they first came down here. Everybody was taking trips to go to Walmart, you know?
yeah. Well, I mean, I was coming from a camping trip, so
Well, the closest Walmart to our area when we were growing up, Miss Phins, was in Port St. Lucie. My family used to literally take Saturday trips up to Walmart because it was such a special place at the time. Like, that was nobody knew like they came in smashing Target and Kmart and all them places with their prices. So like people would literally make family trips on the weekend to go up to Port St. Lucie to hit the Walmart.
Port St. I've been. I have. My boss lives in Port St. Lucie. She's awesome. But
Yeah, that was
yeah,
the
like
first
they.
Walmart.
I love
Just like
that area. I love that area. Love that area.
we're
Beautiful.
talking 1988, 89 was about the time I'm talking. They had just brought the first Walmart to South Florida, and it was like, wow, people were trekking to the place. People were driving up from Miami to go to that Walmart.
It's the same thing. Like you see, Wawas are now finally really coming down here. Like they only had like maybe like two of them,
Mm-hmm.
and we were all like, "What the heck is this Wawa thing?"
Yeah, and they've been
And
all over Arizona for a
now,
while.
now,
Yeah.
now you see Wawas, not in every corner, but you see them enough where you're like, "Oh, you like start noticing them," and you're
Yeah,
like,
first one I ever went to was
"All
in
right,
Sedona, Arizona, like 10 years ago.
all that's new for us, man. All of that's new
Yep.
for us."
Yep. Maybe we'll
Uh,
get some
what up,
Whataburgers
JC?
down here eventually.
Bucky's brisket is fire. Their pulled chicken sandwich, dude. And then they have like these like cinnamon sugar almonds, and I was like, whoa, they're so good.
Did you say almonds?
Yeah,
Oh,
almonds,
really?
almonds. Am
Almonds.
I not saying it right?
Well, you technically you could if you're pronouncing it like salmon with the L being silent. You could say almonds, yeah. It
Yeah,
wouldn't be it wouldn't be totally incorrect.
it's not almonds.
Almonds,
And
like the
you've never
Almond
seen a
Brothers.
commercial?
Like the Almond Brothers.
It's got almonds. It's almonds. Almonds. It's
What?
almonds. Yeah, there's a commercial that was aired during the Super Bowl actually. I think it was
Oh
Snickers.
no, that's a Bostonian accent. That's probably
Salmons,
Gronk or
exactly.
somebody in the
Thank you.
yeah, yeah.
That's what
Give
I'm going
give
for.
me some almonds.
Give me some almonds. Yo, when that flipping trailer came out, I was laughing so hard. I'm like, wow, they really are honing in on this Bostonian accent. Like, geez. Uh, the Nuggets. I think they're called
Oh,
the Nuggets. Okay.
and thanks for the
Tomato,
info, brother.
tomato. Yeah. PGA Tour headquarters is in Point Verda, Florida, moving to Frisco, Texas next year.
Hmm,
Oh,
interesting.
oh,
Dylan's like
interesting.
me. He looks up the trivial information. Thanks for the info.
Yeah, but if you're ever on Jeopardy, mm,
Well,
mm-mm.
I know I could smash Jeopardy. I should have been on Jeopardy years ago.
Why don't you try, bro? We can make a lot of money. I said we. We can make a lot. I'll be your agent, okay? All I
because
ask
it,
is for
yeah,
10%.
because as smart as I am, they will purposely pick questions that they know I can't answer. You know,
Like,
I'm a plebe. I'm a
what is the
plebe.
woman?
Plebes do not get to win. Okay, that's just all there is to it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having a little too much fun. What is a man? You know, Aaron Rodgers should have retired and hosted Jeopardy. Honestly, to me, the longer he plays, he's pulling a LeBron James and hurting his legacy, in
Uh,
my opinion.
20 years from now, when he's spending his billions, I don't think he's going to care one bit about his legacy.
He ain't gonna have no billions. Get out of here.
Well, I mean, just you know, when he's living life and not having to
He's gonna
worry.
ayahuasca the cow out of all them dollars.
I told y'all he's got bigger aspirations beyond football. That and it's partly the reason that I'm convinced he can't stand being in New York.
What do you mean?
Like he's just got things going on in his life that don't jive with the city of New York. I think the moment he stepped off that plane, he realized he made a mistake
So are you saying that he was gone in 60 seconds
Oh
on
yeah.
purpose?
Oh yeah. I made that take. I made that take before the season started, and here we are.
Listen to me. I laughed so hard. Not because I want to see a player get injured. Nobody likes that, dude. I was a player myself, and getting injuries suck. And my brother's playing football, so I'd hate to see. And, he gets injured all the time, and I'm like, bro. But it was just the fact that no one expected this to literally be there for 4 plays. His literal highlights is him coming out with the American flag. That was his whole highlight reel for that for last year. I'm sorry. It's so hilarious to me. I don't care what anybody says. It's hilarious to me. Mm-mm. Okay, let's go over this game, dude, and let's pick our peeps. Go ahead, get us started, Color.
Oh, Chiefs, Eagles. Oh, I mean, what's to say if the league stays out of it and the refs stay out of it, the Eagles have a decent shot of winning this game. I think if you look at what both teams are, how they're built, how they play, and you know all of that, the only thing the Chiefs have going for them is the intangible of Patrick Mahomes. The Eagles are a better football team. There should be no reason they're 1.5 point underdogs, other than the weight that Patrick Mahomes carries with odds makers and Andy
I
Reid, of
think they're
course.
just trying to put him as an underdog just to
Well, it's
say, "Oh
Miss
my
Fins,
God,
Miss
he's
Fins.
an
It's Andy Reid. It's
underdog."
Andy Reid. It's Patrick Mahomes. They're the ones that are on the stage to three-peat. So it's not. I don't think the odds makers are wrong for setting it like that. But if you're talking about just pure football and teams being built, the Eagles are a better team than the Chiefs. This is the toughest task the Chiefs have faced yet.
They're a more complete team too,
And I don't
offense,
even believe
defense,
the
special
Eagles are the
teams.
ones that can beat the Chiefs. I just think it's the toughest task they're going to face yet because the Eagles are serious contenders. They're serious, like we're here to win. We don't make the goofy mistakes. We're not the team that's like feels overshadowed by the Chiefs. You know what I mean? And all of that. So, and trust me, Saquon Barkley is hungry for a ring. So this is going to be. I want to pick the Eagles here. I really want to say the Eagles are going to surprise everybody and possibly even smash the Chiefs. But it's the Chiefs. It's Patrick Mahomes. They have a gift of slowing the game down. They have a gift of not letting the game get out of hand. When was the last time the Chiefs had a game get out of hand on them, even in a loss? So I'm going to do it. Upset of the season on League Wide Wednesday. And I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win by 2.
Stop. That is not even an
27 to
upset.
25.
That's not even an upset. That's such a ridiculous man. Whatever.
27 to 25.
Chiefs.
And the game's going to play out. The game's
27
going to
to
play out
25.
much like last year's Super Bowl, where both teams running a West Coast just can't get out of their own way because both defenses are good.
Okay, look.
And most of the scoring is going to come later in the third and the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very defense heavy first half, low scoring in my opinion, and then
And
that fourth quarter is really going
right.
to
And I've
turn up
noticed
in a
with all the
shootout.
festivities with the Super Bowl, they all tend to start that way, even if the defenses aren't good. You know,
They're almost like, oh, we're going to make it to the Super Bowl.
because the defenses have nothing, it's reactive. They have nothing but raw energy to go off of. So they're going to show up. Even if you have a bad defense, you're going to usually get a decent defensive performance in a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you can't. expense all
Unless
your
you're the
energy
Buffalo
in the first
Bills.
half. Or the Atlanta Falcons. You cannot expense
Or the Denver Broncos.
all your defensive juices in the first half and then have nothing in the tank for the
Yeah, but
second
that
half.
still wasn't a blowout. I was referring to 52-17 against the Dallas Cowboys
I will never. You know what I did?
in the second most
I
lopsided field
didn't
goal in his Super Bowl in
even
history.
watch. I watched one quarter of that Super Bowl and I turned it off. I was so pissed.
It's only
I'm
the
like, this is just
second
garbage.
largest deficit in Super Bowl history. The first was Denver
Garbage.
lost to the 49ers 55-10.
Garbage. Garbage. I hate blowouts like that, dude.
But that's back when the NFC just outclassed the AFC. You know what I mean? Like every year.
So the AFC owned it first. Then it was the NFC.
But it
Now we're
really
back.
wasn't the NFC, Miss Fins. It was just 3 teams in the NFC, maybe 4. It was the Redskins, the Giants, the Cowboys, and the 49ers. Those 4 teams. That was the entire league.
Do realize that those 14 make up 25%
Eh,
of their
Well,
entire conference, right?
the irony is also they make up 100% of Buffalo's losses in the Super Bowl. Those 4 teams. Well, except for the 49ers. Dallas beat them twice.
Dude, you almost made me choke when you said that. Oh, crap. Okay, look.
I forgot the 49ers didn't beat them. So 3 of those 4 teams are responsible for the Bills' losses.
So I personally do believe that the Eagles do have a legitimate chance of beating the Chiefs. However, the NFL is so thirsty to kind of suppress what the Patriots did that they're going to do, and the rest are going to do everything in their power to gift this Super Bowl, excuse me, to the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs winning.
That's the part
I
that
do
made it hard for me to analyze this game, Miss Fins. That made it point.
24-22.
Like, the league is going to get involved and control this outcome. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
The
it's
Eagles,
tough to
I'll put
even
it this
say
way.
that.
I'll put it this way. The Eagles would have to blow out the Chiefs
Mm-hmm.
and give the refs
Right,
zero
it has to be a no
opportunity.
doubter. It's no different than a boxing match or an MMA match when you're like, I'm pretty sure that that challenger won the fight, but if it goes to decision, the decision
Forget
is
it.
always going to default to
Always
the
goes.
champion.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Always goes
So
back
you got to do you got to
champion.
go extra above and beyond the champion to get to win in a decision in boxing.
So I got it this way. I got Chiefs 24-22. But if the Eagles somehow can make it happen, I've got it 31-17 Eagles. That's the only way I can see the Eagles winning. They will have to
That
blow
would
them
signal
out.
a complete collapse by Spagnuolo's defense, and I don't see that happening.
I
But
don't see that happening either, but that's the only way that they can win.
yeah, you're
That
right.
is the only way they can win.
And it may, you know what?
So,
That's a possibility even without their defense collapsing. Because look, the Eagles could have a really stellar defensive performance and pick 6 Patrick Mahomes twice for all we know. Uh, you know, so just
and then
because,
add in 2 or 3 tush pushes, and there
right,
goes 5
right, right. So
touchdowns.
it may not be reflective on Steve Spagnuolo if that were to happen, but still, I mean, that's rough.
Yeah, this is a pretty good. I guess if you're looking at it anecdotally, statistically speaking, these are two very, which is why the Eagles are favored. I mean, the Chiefs are favored by 1.5 points, so they're the favorites. Eagles are the underdog. So, but it's really more like an even game. It's a neutral field.
Yeah, the
Um,
Eagles are actually the powerhouse here. They're the super team, believe it or not.
but they're still the underdog.
I mean, I'm not saying they're a super team. I'm saying out of this matchup, they would be the super team.
In my opinion, Eagles being the underdog, I think it's the best thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, Jalen Hurts was almost MVP even in a loss. That is true. Mahomes is 8-0 versus Fangio, 7-1 versus the spread. Oh God.
Yeah,
What's
but
up, True
two of
Blazer?
those ga- two of those games came against us. So I mean, come on, you know.
Yeah, you can't really put too much emphasis on that, but this should be very interesting. Who do you think is going to have the better performance from the QBs?
Define performance. Stats or balling out.
Give me your evaluation on stats overall, and then give me your evaluation on key plays to
Well,
win the
stats
game.
wise, both these quarterbacks could tend to be mediocre because they've got really good cast of characters around them and don't need to throw for 400 yards to win. You know, who is going to be like whichever team wins? There's only one quarterback we're going to be talking about Monday morning, and that's Patrick Mahomes. Like if the Eagles win, we're not going to be going, oh, because of what Jalen Hurts did on this given play or whatever. But if the Chiefs win, it's going to be because something Patrick Mahomes did, if not the referees. So I would say that Patrick Mahomes will have the better performance. You know what I mean? Like what's considered to be the better performance. But if Jalen Hurts wins and he's just playing a consistent, good quarterback game, even mediocre, then you could say, well, he had the better performance because to lead your team to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl is an accomplishment in and of itself, even if you didn't do anything individually spectacular. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed.
Because it's going to take Hurts to be at the top of his game, not just physically, but mentally to beat the Chiefs. So that is an accomplishment in and of itself. That is something hard to compartmentalize. No other team has been able to do it since Brady. So, you know, I think a lot of these teams, these quarterbacks, they get on that stage next to Mahomes and they buy into the fact that Mahomes is better than they are too. The only ones that don't are your Joe Burrows, your Lamar Jacksons, you know what I mean? And I'm sure Jalen Hurts in his own mind, but you know, even Jalen, I would be suspect and want to wait to see, is this guy just sitting here is he just showing up to watch Patrick Mahomes like everybody else, or is he here to beat him? You know, because everybody else except those quarterbacks I named, when they get out on the stage next to Patrick Mahomes, it's as if they're sitting there like a fan, like everybody else watching the show. And maybe that's because that's the way I feel that our quarterback orients himself when we play them. But I see it across the whole league. You know, that's why I wanted a matchup from one of these other teams like, Cincy or Baltimore or somebody that's got a quarterback that says, Patrick who? I mean, I'm not saying they have the right to say that, but that's what I want my quarterback thinking. Like, Patrick who? I don't care how bold that is or foolish or whatever. Fortune favors the bold. Why do you think Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT? Because he is the most bold. Look at the throws he makes. Look at the chances he takes. He is
Now,
the
I'm not
most
going to call
bold.
him the GOAT. He's still got way more to do to be
Fair
able to
enough,
get
but I'm
there.
saying that the reason he's got the image he does right now is because he is the boldest of all the quarterbacks. He will not give up on a play. I don't care if it's 1st and 10 and it's the first play of the game. He's not giving up on it. And you got to carry yourself that way. That's the way Brady carried himself. I've told you all that 1,000 times. Brady plays every play like it's the last one of his career. Every single play. When everybody else is lollygagging and, oh, we just came off a network commercial. You know, those throwaway plays that we see all throughout a game. There ain't none of those for Tom Brady.
Oh my God. Oh
Uh-oh.
my God.
Do we
Breaking
need a
news,
do
ladies
we
and
need a
gentlemen.
news Chiron?
Oh my God. Breaking news.
They're canceling the
Imagine
Super Bowl.
with the amount of money they spent on them. No, never. Never, bro.
Due to a secret investigation by Congress, the
Get the hell
NFL is
out of
canceling the
here.
football due to compromised cheating concerns.
Oh my God. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. If this is true, and I think it is, Jimmy Butler of the Miami Heat has been traded to the Golden State Warriors. Holy smokes. What the bleep? That is insane, ladies and gentlemen. That is insane. And he was traded for Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, and a protected first round pick per ESPN. Holy smokes. That is insane. Why would they trade him to the Golden State Warriors? That's crazy. Oh no, 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 man. Oh, that's horrible. I am not for that. That is horrible, man. That is crazy. That is insane. Oh my God, this fan broke the Jimmy Butler trade to the Heat mid game.
Mm.
Of this fan breaking the news to the Heat players on the bench of the trade happening. Oh my God, this is insane. My Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, and the first round pick for Butler. Oh my God.
And
I
Miss Spence, I just checked YouTube just to see what people are saying. Have you're familiar with John Christolakis, right?
yeah.
Check this tweet he made. You can share it if you like. Your mute's on. Your mute is on.
Snap. Yo, I was laughing so hard. Sorry, I forgot I was muted. Oh my God, this is hilarious. The Miami Dolphins sending Tua Tagovailoa to the Warriors. Like, yo, I'm totally liking this. This is hilarious. This is insane.
He doesn't waste no time, does he?
Yeah, he's good. He's really good. I'm not gonna lie. That had me rolling. That was hilarious, actually. This is crazy though. 24 hours until Jimmy Butler's saga ends, man. That's insane.
So, which of these
That's
two quarterbacks are going to be
crazy.
your impact quarterback?
Oh, I have to put Hurts because if Hurts doesn't ball out, they got no chance. So
Well, I could say the same about Mahomes, so I'll take Mahomes.
lames. Okay, see, usually I'm the voice of reason, and I'm acting like you now, taking the underdog. You know what I mean? Like, why are you not taking
Well,
the
no, I mean,
underdog,
it's
dude?
serious though. The Chiefs are a terrible football team. They are only winning if Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes.
That's crazy, yo. Like, this is. I'm just stunned. I'm stunned. I'm like stunned right now. This is
I
insane.
thought a Butler trade was already baked in. I don't know why everybody's
Yeah,
surprised.
but not to the Warriors.
Oh,
Send him to the Sacramento Kings. Like, don't give him a chance to actually win a ring. Like, that's freaking crazy. That's insane, yo. I just can't. Maybe maybe
AJ Brown, wide receiver.
that's your wide receiver, AJ Brown.
I
Man,
stole it before you
I
could.
almost put him as my wide receiver too. AJ Brown, tight
You could
end,
go with Xavier Worthy or somebody like that. You know?
Goddard. Goddard.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Is D Hop? Wait, what? D Hop? But he's for the who is he? Because I'm literally taking all Philly players. Like they're
D
the
Hop plays for
underdog.
the Chiefs.
What?
D Hop plays for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't want Chiefs players. I want.
Oh,
I'm
well,
literally taking nothing
well,
but.
Rudy Poo Poo.
I don't know who. I don't know who to take for. I mean, I got Saquon. I got Hurts, Goddard, and I got
I
Philly
will take
defense.
Kareem Hunt then.
Whatever. I still need a wide
I got
receiver.
Kareem Hunt rushing for a buck 25 and a touchdown.
Devonta
Smith,
Smith. Yeah.
that's a good one.
Who's your tight end?
Uh, this is, I think I might have the name wrong. I don't know. Noah Gray. I bet you he has more touchdowns than Kelsey in this game.
Man, Kelsey's about to drop 2 touchdowns, bro, in front of his lady. It's not
Nope.
even fair, dude. I'm telling
Nope.
you right now.
Nope. He's going to take one for the team, and they're going to use him as a decoy, and the other tight end's going to get the tutty in the red zone. You guys want a nice little sleeper punt differentiator for your fantasy lineup? Take the Chiefs' backup tight end. Might be good for a touchdown. All I know is if you're building a fantasy lineup for a Super Bowl and Andy Reid is involved in the game, don't pick the superstars because that dude is going to find some nobody you've ever heard of to get a touchdown to.
Oh, I know. They're four-string wide receiver.
How they win.
What is it? It's a four-string wide receiver that just got lifted by
Right.
the
Mahomes don't
practice
have no
squad.
obligation to throw to certain guys. If you're open, he's going to take his touchdown. You know what I mean?
Look at this. Oh, hey, shout out to Phins. Burr, burr, burr,
There
burr.
you go. That'll get you your 31-17 right there.
Yeah, look at the Eagles, 4 field goals, Saquon 2 tutties, Hurts rushes for a tutty, and 2 turnover scores. Ooh, I
I'd
like
love to
that.
go all in for the Eagles because I can't stand the Chiefs, but
I
God,
can't
I
stand the
can't
Chiefs.
stand the Eagles either.
I know, but I'd rather have the Eagles win that for many reasons. One being the guy that got drafted 53rd is gonna win a Super Bowl before anybody else in that draft. That's why I want it. And I really want Saquon Barkley to win his Super Bowl, man. I really do.
Yeah, make the Giants look even more like fools.
And you know what? The videos are out there. The front office wanted Jaden Daniels and and they wanted to go ahead and get what was it? It was Jaden Daniel and another player or a coach or something like that. And both of them have been nothing but successful in this league so far. Shout out to you, villain, with another $5 donation. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm telling you, we're only talking about the Super Bowl, and we've only probably talked about the Super Bowl itself maybe for like 15 minutes. We're at an hour and 45. This is what happens
Damn, villain
when you're
making a
talking.
good case for us to keep the lights on next season, Miss Fins. Dang.
Serious. I know Villain is single-handedly funding for next season, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you so much. Like it may not seem like a lot for you guys, but even $1 donut, you know what I mean? Like it still
And look,
helps.
with all the people scamming people out there, I'm tired of being modest about it anymore. Y'all are throwing away money. Throw some to Ms. Fins.
You're too kind, but no, throw it to FTG too. Don't forget about that, man. They definitely get it.
But it's like we're all modest, Ms. Fins. We're all like, oh, we don't want to seem like this and that and the other. While people are out there making millions, fooling idiots into thinking they're gonna teach them how to trade stocks, or you know, I mean, it's like the stuff people are throwing their money away on right now. The people they're throwing money at. And I'm just saying, Miss Fins stands head and shoulders above some of these people that get money thrown at them all day long. I just can't understand it. It's almost like you have to be a bad person and have something terrible about you for people to throw money at you on the internet. It's crazy.
It's not in my DNA. I can't do it. I
I
can't do it.
know, I know, I know. I'm not in the same way, but I got to turn over a new leaf. Y'all need to be donating. Donate to this channel. It's the only thing that makes it. I mean, it's the only thing that keeps it thriving. Yeah, you could, the passion of the football and all that. Miss Fins could be talking on the phone about football to people if she wanted to. She does this to talk to you all, and it takes a
Yeah,
lot of time and energy. People should be compensated for their time and energy.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it because it
That's
does
the
cost
only
money
case
to do
I'll make
this.
for it, and I'll shut up about it and never talk about it again. But y'all need to help. Y'all need to help. Miss Fins deserves it so much more than all these other idiots are
Thank you.
getting out there. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Like it does help out, you know. I have to, tell people like guys, it really everything that you guys like put into it, it really does go right back to it, you know. We operate in a negative whenever you're doing this job. It's not until you get to like TDs, when you got tens of thousands of people as subscribers that you're even making any money. You know what I mean? Like right
And
now,
even then, you got to really
percent-
still hit the bricks. It's not like you can just sit down and the money just flows in. No, it's just
exactly. You still gotta put a
you start
ton of
doing it
time.
because you want to do it. And then it's like, well, at the same time, I want to do a lot of things, but if it taxes my energy to a certain point where, you know, okay, it's then yeah, I mean, it's not like you're just doing something you want to do, like going to the beach or something. You still end up by proxy, while you're doing something that you enjoy doing, you're also providing for people. And those people, at least the ones that can, are out there dumping money on the worst people in the world when, there's just good people like Miss Fins that deserve to be recognized. Even
I
if
appreciate it.
it's not even about the money. It's about that's the way that you tell a person on the internet that they deserve something. It could
That's
be
what it could be subscribing.
it could be beans for all we care, or for
It could
whatever.
be
You know what I
subscribing,
mean?
subscribing
Right,
and liking. It's free. It's 100% free. Subscribing and liking. And if you want to go above and beyond, become a member, donate to the
right. And
channel or
sharing
whatever.
it, because sharing it, there might be some person out there that is, independently wealthy, that's generous, that's kind, that just has never seen this show. So by a person who can't help monetarily, by them sharing the show, there's more potential that it gets in front of somebody who doesn't care about their money, who will just throw it all around. And guess what? It helps everybody in the community. It helps all of you guys because it allows Miss Fins to help it, to make things enjoyable. or
Yeah,
or
and I'm
audio.
working on it, guys. We're gonna get better every year. We get better. We do better graphics. We get better stuff. Finally, thanks to you guys, this kind
I mean,
donations,
you guys
we're
build
able to
all of these
finally
YouTube
buy a
channels.
computer
Right. You
that we
guys
can
build
actually
all of
use.
these YouTube channels. Look at pick any YouTube channel out there. Look at their first videos compared to their current videos. You guys did that. If you look at
Mhm.
Miss Finn's videos when she first started out compared to what she's got in her background now, the sound, all of it, you guys did that slowly
Yeah,
but surely.
absolutely, 1000%. Hey, we got a new member. Shout out to Villain, man. I appreciate you, Villain is just showing so much love. Thank you so much,
It's
Villain.
you guys that build
Thank
these
you.
channels, all of them. You be talking about knitting, whatever. You all build these channels. The YouTuber is
It's
just the
fan driven.
instrument.
It's one
The
hundred
YouTuber is
percent
just
fan
your
driven.
tool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's 100% fan driven. And shout out to you, Villain. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for
This
becoming
is
a
the part
member.
that the media, mainstream media, doesn't understand. Why I would rather watch some person who just flipped on their camera that sounds like garbage, that is in their closet. I'd rather watch that and help build that to something special and looking better down the road than flip on some dude wearing more makeup than my mom telling me how to think.
That's hilarious. Whoa, you become a member again? Oh, what does this mean? Shout out to Villain again. Let me see what
That might have
it
been
says
he
here.
might have adjusted his plan or something
Oh, snap. Yeah,
right
yeah.
after.
Welcome to the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl? Whoa. Thank you, man. Thank you. I don't even know what that level is. Oh my God. Is that what I think it is? Wait a minute. Because that might be like my biggest. I
Uh-oh.
gotta get.
Villain
No,
just
that was.
put himself
Oh,
on the top of the mountain, huh?
holy smokes. Honest to God.
Thanks,
I
Villain.
don't even
Seriously, thanks, Villain.
remember. No, I don't think I've ever
Half of
seen a
Miss
Pro Bowl.
Fins.
I've seen starters, I got starters which were like my mid one, but I think that's the where is this cow? Where is my member chips? Where is it? See more. Okay, I don't know if I'm seeing this right. Maybe it hasn't shown up yet. Maybe let me see. What is it? Let me at least see the different levels because I don't even remember what my levels are. To be honest with you, because you kind of like put it out there and then
Right.
hopefully people like, hey,
Right, right, right.
yeah, like um, oh my God, now I really am
Yeah,
looking
you
for
put that large one on there just because you want people to see you as legitimate. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
Even if nobody
Ever
gets
gets it?
that level,
Yeah.
it's like, oh well, if she's that bold, then she must really have a good product, or at least believe in her product.
Exactly. Okay, view my channel. Let me see. Manage videos, memberships. Okay, I think where we at? Where we at?
Do you like my
What is your
rendition of Purple Rain this morning?
okay? Oh, that's right. You were this morning at the show. Let's see here.
Yeah, them Twitch streets are kind of empty.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for watching via Twitch. It's kind of fun seeing people watching
Yeah, there's all
from
kinds
Twitch.
of neat little things they got on Twitch that they don't have YouTube. Like when it comes to emojis and all that kind of stuff. But
Okay, I think it's my third membership. I can't see this crap right now. It's not showing me. I had to change my banks. I lost my membership a few months ago. Oh, well, welcome back, man. Thank you. I gotta see what. Let me see. Just join. Yeah, dude, starter. Oh my God, you're my first Pro Bowler, dude. Thank you
wow,
so much.
Pro Bowl member Villain.
Thank
Inducted into
you,
the Pro
man.
Bowl.
Thank you. Inducted into the Pro Bowl. That's what I'm
And now
talking
the
about,
Pro
man.
Bowl is worth watching.
Exactly. Only because of villain. Oh my gosh,
So
man.
now
Thank
none of
you.
y'all,
Thank you.
all of y'all now, if you become a Pro Bowl member, the best you can be is alternate now.
Yeah. Well, there's
Mr.
I
Blue.
think I have like one more. All pro. There you go. All pro. I think
Oh,
it's
all pro.
practice
Yeah.
squad,
Oh, you mean the
starter,
real Pro Bowl?
Pro
You
Bowl,
mean the
and all pro.
right, the real Pro Bowl. I got you.
Yeah. But even Pro Bowl, man, that's like
But even back in the
bro.
day, all pro is really the
Yo,
actual
silly.
one. You know.
Hey, we have fun. You know what I mean? Like that's the whole point. Like, look, we all have real life. I always I feel like I gotta remind us. Real life, man, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes we get dealt bad hands dealing with family, health,
Sometimes.
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, at different times, sometimes all at the same time. But if I always tell people, especially with what
For
I do
me,
with
it's
work,
sometimes not.
if I can, if I can make somebody chuckle, and when I'm on the phone with them and really like make them, make them, you can instantly hear when I'm on the phone with somebody, um you could just instantly hear when they start chuckling, like the weight coming off, and like they're no longer tense, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I see that, and like, oh my god, what the heck? He upgraded to all pro.
uh, you the man, villain.
Really, you the
Oh, good
man,
man.
bro. Thank you so much. Thank you. Brr, 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 brr. Villain is an all pro. Hey, villain, it's an all pro. Hey.
Telling you, now
Awesome.
he's actually a majority shareholder now, Miss Fins. He could fire me if he wanted to.
My gosh,
He
you
could
can
be
do
like,
that
Miss
for
Fins,
me?
I don't want you to put on color anymore.
No, this is
And
the
you'd
cool
be
thing.
like, well, okay, I guess I can't put on color anymore,
No, 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 no. The cool thing about this particular All Pro is that you get access to backstage. So, like Color and I
Oh
don't know if
wow.
you heard earlier, you get an opportunity to come backstage. All you just gotta, I don't know if you have Twitter or like,
He comes up on the tailgate all the time, so he knows how to use StreamYard and all that. Just about
yeah,
getting
but I
him the
can
link.
send him the link. So I don't
Right,
know if I
right.
can send it through Twitter, if he's got Twitter. So that way I can go ahead and send you the link, and then you could be backstage with us. But yes, you can be backstage. It also allows you, if you want to request any specific videos or anything like that you want to hear, you just message me and I'll go ahead and work on those videos for you.
Like I
Uh,
said, you're majority shareholder now. You're running the show. You come in and fire color and do whatever you want, man.
I mean, he's like, shh, don't tell anyone, otherwise you might get more payers in your space. This is a public service announcement. Any and all personnel are being drafted to the Miss Fins All Pro membership. Please provide your credit card information. Just kidding. Over and out.
And call me cynical, but if I ever bought a company, that's exactly what I would do. I would walk into that place and be like, "Yeah, you're fired. You're fired. This whole
So you
place
would,
getting
so
shut
you
down.
would
Y'all can go home."
literally be the Elon Musk of your company, just like yeah.
Well, except I would do it to companies that have wronged me in the past.
Oh,
I'm vindictive. That's why God doesn't let me become a millionaire because He knows I'd be vindictive with my money.
stop! Oh my gosh, you're too much, bro. You're too much. I can't even deal with you. That's hilarious. But listen, I'll tell you this.
I mean,
I'll
that's what I
tell you
figured out over life is that all these plans I have, if I ever became rich, is probably the reason God don't let me become rich.
you are too much, man. This is hilarious. But listen,
I got
folks,
a list of about 3 companies that I will buy and fire everybody in it
just because,
just because,
just because.
just because I can.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey,
There
what
are
can I say?
people there are people that have made it to this other list I have. and there's only about 2 of them on the list so far in life. But this list is the list of people that I will follow around by every company they ever try to get a job at and fire them.
These mother bleeper. These mother man. You know what?
That's funny, villain. By the way, that's a funny joke.
What is it? Lock it in. Tax returns are coming. Join Miss Phins and TFTG. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Hey,
Uh,
actually, he's not wrong though.
well, I was actually he said returns, but I actually misunderstood it at first. But it's kind of it might even be funnier the way I understood it. Uh,
But
I thought he meant tax rebate, like as in donate
yeah,
to the
the money you
channel
get
and you
back.
can write it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what he's talking about.
Right,
That's what he's
right.
talking about. So that to me is
I don't know if you can do
hilarious.
that. I'm just saying that's what the joke was. I don't want to give no legal advice. I don't know if you're allowed to do that or not.
Oh, well, this is for entertainment purposes. And we are not, we're not, what do you
A
call it?
licensed charity, whatever they
Yeah, I don't even know what it is.
501c3 or what do they call them?
Bro, you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. I gotta tell you something offline. But, dude, like, this is hilarious. Like, this is awesome. Oh, another thing too, villain, which I have it there because you are a all pro. You do get a discount for the merch store, which I know I've been talking about it a lot, but my life has been a little bit nuts for the last 2 months. You guys don't even know actually for the last year, and my life has been nuts. But specifically the last 2 months, so at this point, um, I already got, just working with the providers to make them and finding a way to get it shipped. But the Color has seen it. You've seen some of my designs, Color.
I own
So
one.
he literally owns one exactly. So he's seen some of the products that I'm gonna be launching in, that I think they're awesome. You can wear all year round. They're great. They look awesome, and I want everybody to have an opportunity to get them, obviously. And so I'm gonna this off season. Once we got this off season started, a good thing I already worked on the designs. It's just now getting the store up and going and getting the shipping, the printing and shipping figured out. Once they can get that done, man, it's gonna be great. And you guys are gonna have awesome merch that you can wear. And the thing is, again, it's cool merch. It's stuff for everybody. Parents, kids, whatever. It's really, really regular merch that you're like, oh snap, that's kind of cool. So letting you guys know, and you get a discount, sir,
Yep.
because you're
The
an all
show
pro.
is PG. The merchandise is G.
I guess, yeah, you can say that. What they say,
Only
but no,
because of what they sell at the stadium is definitely R rated. Some of the stuff I bought from the people at the stadium.
don't worry. I mean, we're gonna have some clever ones too.
Do you have the it's game day MFR?
Oh no, you're talking. Oh, those who
I
you
got one
talking
of
about?
those. I got one of those.
Merch
The
not
guy
shown yet. Yeah, yeah. The merch is not shown yet. Because obviously I don't need people to like. I'm not trying to have people steal my designs just yet. Can I at least make a little money before I do? But backstage though, I've shown
Oh
Color.
yeah, that's another
It's
thing you can see if you came backstage. You could check out Miss Finn's designs if you would.
Yeah, not allowed to take them,
He
but
always likes to take advice on how to on perfecting them.
yeah, because listen, I'm not gonna lie, you guys are my clientele. 97% of my fans are men, so I've got to keep it for something that you guys want. And good things, I have brothers that does help. So, um, but yeah, it's
Yeah, if you like the Steelers.
the other one likes the Dolphins.
Well,
He even the Steelers fan still likes.
Shout out to the brothers though, because I've met all of them, and they're just great family you have there, Miss Vince.
I
Just
appreciate it. I appreciate you. Still haven't met all of them, but
really,
you.
really class acts, all three of them. That I've
Thank you, thank you. No, they're amazing. They're great. Whoa, villain! Get out of
yeah.
here, villain! He's just
Villain,
man. Villain
villain,
is trying to tell
villain
us
is just like villain is
he
just
got
like
his
spreading the
tax
love
return
tonight.
already.
He's all like,
55
I just throw it all
members.
around
What?
money. It's just
Look at
money.
this guy. Shout out to Michael K got gifted one. Delusional Patriot
Oh,
got gifted one.
oh,
Timothy got gifted one. Seba Odie and Raphael Court. Right. All
wow.
of you guys have gotten 5 gifted memberships, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. I think somebody got his
What's them the dark side of gifted memberships? One of them might go to a Buffalo fan.
hey, the other one went to a Patriots fan. So
Right?
hey.
Oh, DFP going or DPF?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Delusional
Well,
definitely got one.
DPF deserves it. That's a
PPF,
good dude.
yeah.
I ain't never heard one ill thing about come from a delusional
Look at
Patriots
this.
fan.
Bam. Already did. Yes, you did, sir. You got a gifted membership, He did claim, I use this name and I can subscribe to other channels and donate. But, we're still waiting
And it's
for
the
your
suicide
glorious
one too.
donation.
It's not even the PBS Kids one.
Exactly. That's the only reason why, because he said he donates and he actually, and becomes a member. And I'm like, we still
Look
waiting,
at he
bro.
got it. Look at what he said. Look at what he said.
I was doing some work and I got an email of.
He had a notification.
Oh my god! I can't.
That's hilarious.
If they watching, they're curious. Closet
That's
Finn says,
right, villain.
"Thank you,
Tell
thank
him,
you,
villain.
villain." Yeah, I already know. The funny part is that he's already admitted he's a Dolphins fan, but
Hmm.
so it is what it is.
He's at least a fan of their fans. You could
That
say
I will
that.
say, he's at least a fan of their fans for sure.
I mean, if he wasn't, he'd
Oh,
be over on a
thank you,
Buffalo
villain.
channel. I've been on a Buffalo channel more than Michael K has in the last month. I actually watch Buffalo Fanatics. They're a pretty decent channel.
Oh, dude, I actually I'm
Sorry, Red,
subscribed to
White,
all
and
of them.
Phils.
I'm subscribed to Dan Mitchell, Buffalo Fanatics,
No, I'm only
um,
subscribed
Red, White, and
to
Bills.
Sean and the
Sean,
Buffalo
yeah,
Fanatics.
Red, White, and Bills. I'm subscribed to a few of them. Obviously, Patriots Global, who's
We
part of the
gotta
Roundtable
bring
Group.
Sean up. We gotta get him some because he probably just needs a little bit of you know
Hey, man,
little
listen,
aim,
he's
you know
been
what I mean?
here
Little get
multiple
people
times.
going over there.
But we gotta get him some more. The
Mhm.
thing is, I know sometimes the morning might be a little bit tough for him. So if I do any night shows, I want to do a ladies' night. We were supposed to do a ladies' night show. I just couldn't get the scheduling right, but we should be doing it this off season. I'm gonna do a couple of ladies shows in the
Well,
evening. I also
must
want to
be
do
really, really
some other
tribal
stuff.
in Buffalo because like his show
Nothing
doesn't
is 30 days of misery. Okay.
his show is intelligent talk about the Bills. It's a decent. It's no different than than the Dan Mitchells or anybody else out there. Yet, you know what I mean? Like, I just think the Bills fans are just tribal. You know,
I don't know.
and
But
there's
I
only so
actually
many of them. You know,
Sean, I love Sean, man. Sean's got great what do you call it? He's got great his
and it's the
analysis
hard part. I mean, there's only
is good.
10,000 Buffalo fans on the internet, so you know.
I will tell you this, his analysis of the game. One thing I do like about Sean from Red, White, and Bills is that he's very objective.
Right, he's
Some
the
of
guy.
these fans are
Right,
like
right.
delusional,
He's your
but
genuine
he's actually
article. Exactly.
very objective. And I
Right,
like that.
he's
I
like your
appreciate that
Miss
from him.
Fins or your Fins tailgate. He's real people. You know what I mean? And he's going to give you the truth.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. I know he was trying to come to a Bills Dolphins game, just didn't get a chance to come to this year. Maybe he might be coming in next year hopefully, but I know that he's a great, I mean, absolutely great
See
human
what
being
what
and
Sean needs
also a
to
great
do.
content creator.
What Sean needs to do, and he may not want to hear this, but what he needs to do is he needs something to kickstart him. And unfortunately, that thing is going to be featuring Michael K. I mean, a partnership that we get to watch every day between Sean and Michael K would be absolute gold. Because I watch these guys argue back and forth on our group text, right? And they can get pretty heated, and sometimes it's hilarious, right? And they don't know it, but we're all sitting there laughing at them. You know what I mean? That would be gold. Like Sean just needs to like suck it up and petition Michael K to join him, and they do his show. It would be awesome. I just think it would be awesome.
I think so too. Listen, as much as we'll go back and forth between Michael K and and he'll say I know nothing about football, which is fine. I don't mind hearing that. It is what it is. Um, he definitely has really good knowledge about football overall, and I like that. I
Well,
see.
the
I
funny,
never, unlike some other people, I actually don't think I know everything. I know I don't know everything, and I learn every single day. I work hard to try to learn something new about the sport and how well I can be better as a NFL analyst.
see, the reason I think Michael K in Red, White, and Bills would be gold is because you know how when people when hosts of a show start bantering and it gets heated and people in the audience are thinking, is that a show or do they really hate each other? With them, they really hate each other. So it would be just gold knowing that they actually are working with each other, even though they hate each other. You know what I mean? So, like, all the banter would be totally genuine. And the audience would be sitting there going, is this real? And yeah, it is. You know what I mean? That would just be gold.
For real, look at this man. I'm a realist when it comes to the Buffalo Bills. I would call out my mother if she was being a homer.
Right.
Yo, that's hilarious. He says, I like Sean. See, yeah, he definitely likes Sean. Because again, Sean is very reasonable in the way that he talks about the Buffalo Bills. He'll give you the analytics, he'll give you the statistics, but he'll also give you really great breakdown between both. And I love talking to him about the Bills because again, it doesn't come from a super homer like guys. I tell you all the time. I tell you when I'm putting on my super homer hat, you know what I mean?
Right.
But when I
And
have to
maybe,
take off
maybe
my
I,
homer hat and talk about the Dolphins just objectively, I'll tell you that too. And objectively speaking, as a football fan, because I am a football fan, there are things about my team that just really I do not understand and does not make sense to me. That we keep doing, and we need to get better. And I'm hoping that our front office can tell those are the things we need to get better at.
I may have misspoke saying that they hate each other. I just mean that if there was ever any heat on the show, it would be genuine. That's all I meant. I don't really think they hate each other, but like when they're in a disagreement, they don't hold back, is what I mean. You know what I mean? And like that's real, real sells, real absolute. Because remember, we tried real, and real ended up turning out to be fake, right? This world is hungry for real. Real sells. Like for real sells. That's why YouTube is successful. That's why people that's why I'm sitting here right now. I haven't turned my TV on since the last football game I watched, Miss Phins, in the living room. Like I don't even, my lights are off in the living room. I haven't even been in there in 3 days. I just walked past it. You know what I mean? Like, there is no reason there should even be a TV in my living room. I was thinking about bringing it in my studio and using it as a third monitor. And they just don't get it. YouTube does. Even though they got their rules and their guidelines, and it's really kind of the way to become a YouTube content creator and the stuff you have to deal. it is nonsense. But as far as believing in what they're trying to do and what they're trying to allow us to do, which is provide a place for y'all to come watch real, you know what I mean? Instead of the nonsense that we've been fed on that freaking TV our whole lives, you know? And like I said, that's why you could have I watch people on YouTube that have the most just trash presentation, and they've got tens of thousands of followers, and they've got 1,000 people watching every show, and they're just some of the trashiest people you've ever seen in your life.
It happens, but they're still
And,
providing
and mainstream
entertainment.
mainstream television networks can't figure out why we would rather watch that. It's basically telling them your product is trash. We would rather watch this trash over here than watch your trash. Because at least this trash over here is genuine.
Look
You
at
know,
Michael
nothing
Kidd,
like
what he's
putting
gonna do.
makeup on trash and acting like you're better than the other product. You know what I mean? And not only are they trash, a lot of these people, you know, in mainstream television are trash people in their lives too. I'm not calling out any names because I'm not, you know, I don't want to, you know, disparage anybody in particular. I'm just saying a lot of these people are literally makeup on trash as human beings, not even what they're doing for a living. No, I mean makeup on all of them. They all wear it. Every one of them are caked up with it.
Oh, they all have to
Dave
because no, the
Letterman
thing is,
included.
those lights are so insanely bright and hot that everybody would be sweating bullets, so they have to.
Right, of course.
They
But
have to put that on.
it's also become a symbol for fake, for exactly what they are, Miss Phins, presenting to you something that's not real. They think that makeup hides them. Instead, it's meant to take away the shine for the cameras, and they act like it hides them. They act like it gives them license to be a disingenuous person. You know what I mean? Well, I'm wearing makeup. It's not really me. This is a mask. And when I go home, I take that mask off and I'm a good family man? No, I don't buy it. These are trash people. So, man, people have decided we would rather watch real trash on YouTube. And they just can't figure it out. They keep bleeding money. They're all getting shut down one by one, and they can't figure out why. Because all they are is a vehicle to show me a product that they want to sell me.
And they're
A
asking, what is
commercial.
color going on? He's
Oh, I'm just
essentially
laughing.
saying that what mainstream media doesn't understand the shift, the cultural shift when it comes to watching sports or sports analysis from mainstream media, sports media,
And a
to
lot of other
YouTubers.
genres too. A lot of
To
other
YouTubers.
genres too, but we'll stick
Yeah.
with football. Yeah.
But in sports in general,
Yeah.
from mainstream sports media to YouTube sports media, it's a lot of people don't, or at least they don't understand why the shift is happening. And what Color is saying is that you get a lot more interaction when you're on the YouTube side, because at least you're getting it more often than not from a fan perspective than you are from just somebody that's just getting paid that next week they can go ahead and talk about a completely different team if
Yep.
that team goes ahead and pays them. You
Yep.
see?
And you know what else? Uh there's been one question all season long that was a real question from from a amateur journalist, but as far as qualifying as a journalistic question, there's only been one all year, and it deserves an award. And that's TD's interview with Vic Fangio the other day. That's how you ask a question as a journalist.
Tell us, how did he ask it?
He simply asked him a question about the difference between Philly and Miami. A question that we've all been wanting to ask him. Not, hey,
And
where'd
what
you
was
buy
his
your
response?
shoes?
What was his response?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I encourage anybody. It's on Twitter. He posted it on Twitter. But like, not, oh, do you find it different walking on the grass with shoes without cleats on than you? I mean, that's the questions we get. And TD walks right up to that man and sticks the mic in his face and says, yo, what do you think about this? Because this is what we want to know. That's called journalism. You can call it amateur. You can call it you can call him pretending, whatever you want, because you might not
Let me
like
see if
TV.
I can find it. Let me see if I
But
can
that
find
is
it.
an
Hold on.
example of journalism. It don't matter where it came from. I can change a tire. That don't make me a mechanic, but it does mean that I know how to change a tire. Yeah, it's good. As a friend, I have no, maybe pride is one of the sins and all that, but I am absolutely proud to know TD Phins dog. I'm absolutely proud to know him.
Same here. Same here.
I don't care what people say about him. I don't care if he came out and told me the Miami Dolphins are the worst team and their colors suck. I wouldn't care if he said all that. The man is a genuine, real person.
I'm gonna
And
hear and listen to it and see if I
I
can, if
consider
this
him to
is the
be a
one. Hold
friend.
on. Keep talking because I think I found it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I consider him to be a friend, and I will defend that friend with my last dying breath. Ain't got nothing to do with the Miami Dolphins or football. Well, it was not a long interview, Villain. It was like a quick spot interview, spot question, but Vic was very gracious, just sitting there on the field, and he walked up to him and stuck a mic in his face, and Vic was very gracious with his answer, and what you used to see on TV from the field reporters, you know what I mean?
I found it.
A poignant
I don't
question, but
think he's
not a
going
poignant
to.
question, but not a gotcha question, you know what I mean? But
So I
also
don't
not
want
a
to.
question about his shoes.
Oh yeah, man. Right now they are. Shout out to TD and Roundtable Sports. They are. They're in Super Bowl row right now. They're doing their recap. If
They
you know
are
after
putting the work
after
in,
we're
man.
done, you can go
Oh,
ahead and head there. We're gonna be done in a couple minutes, guys. But I do have it here, so let me go ahead and show you guys.
they are
I'm not gonna
busting
play
their
the
ass
video
on
because
that
I
SmackDown.
don't wanna get copywritten by Twitter or nothing like that. But I want you to guys at least read it here. Uh Miami Dolphins fans, I spoke with Fangio and Derek Slay. Our players are obviously the problem. In Philly, everyone is bought into the roles they are given. Roundtable Sports, obviously, that's the media company that they have. Vic Fangio talks about how his Eagle players are all bought into the system, confirming he wasn't the problem in Miami. Despite players like Jalen Ramsey and Devon Holland coming off his worst season, spoke about Fangio. Darius Slay has a different experience with coach. There
Wow.
was
Brilliant,
another
brilliant,
post.
brilliant
Let me
journalism right there, man.
let me
Oh,
put it here. Okay,
just
yeah, yeah.
stellar. Just stellar.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how it's done right there. And all TD is doing is what they have shown us they do our whole lives. It's not hard. We prop these people up like they're some superstars, and all they are is news people.
Mm-hmm.
And when they stopped being news people, I stopped caring about them. That was news right there. That was how journalism should be done. And congratulations to TD and Roundtable Sports because they are putting in the work. and they deserve everything they get from it. Likely not tonight, villain. Sorry. What's today?
uh,
Tuesday. Today's Wednesday.
yeah,
Oh,
Wednesday. I don't
it's
know if you
already
guys are live.
10:30. Did Shake do a show tonight? No,
No.
I didn't get the link, so I'm assuming not. But we are very diligently working on improving our production. I just got a text from Cap yesterday evening, as a matter of fact, pointing out that him and HB are in a groove right now and really uh, getting things worked to a point where it's gonna work out really great and be we're quite improving our production quality, and the technical bugs that we've been having working things out are getting resolved, and it's going to be special what we got coming. So
I know, it is.
have a little
I
patience,
can't,
everybody. We know
I
we've been
can't wait
slacking
till
the
I.
past couple weeks since our season ended. We've been slacking. But rest assured, it's because we are working on the process. We are working on the structure of things. We have not gone anywhere. We have not abandoned this team or this fan base, and it's only going to be bigger and better when we start getting back into the groove.
Which
Which,
is awesome.
I've been trying to deal with income issues myself in life right now. So I'm kind of working on things like education and things like that. But I should be able to get a show in here soon. It's been a while, and I need to get one done. So
That's cool. And
stay tuned and keep your notification bell hit.
ooh.
In the meantime,
Well,
you can certainly catch Ali's got a. I think he dropped a pre-record earlier this evening for his college football show, and Shake is still doing drive time and holding
mhm.
down the fort for us. So
Yeah, TFTG man, that's the literally the tailgate that never sleeps. It's
we
true.
didn't build that thing just to crap out. It's just we're putting better wheels on the truck.
Exactly, exactly. And like I said, guys, thankfully now I got the better computer to be able to do stuff. This off season, I'm working to get the camera, the mic, to try to put everything together, get better software now that I can actually download stuff on my computer and be able to use certain things to be able to give you guys even better production value. So we're working on all of that. But when you're a one woman show, it's kind of tough. I know you guys got like 15 people over there. Um, but I do appreciate you guys definitely for sure making it happen. I say
Well, I appreciate you continuing to allow me to grace your show on Wednesdays for league wide talk, because it at least keeps me in the forefront, so people know that I haven't gone anywhere, and allows me to give you some updates on what we got going at TFTG. So thank you.
absolutely,
You know,
absolutely
you
no.
being consistent helps the whole community.
And you know what? The way I see it is, if and when I do get picked up by somebody, there's a structure. You guys know
Right.
Monday
Well,
to
that
to
is the part.
Monday
That's the
should
part
be
where the
Tuesday.
mainstream media does have an advantage over YouTubers, is consistency. Obviously, they can put a show on every single day, and you can count on it like clockwork. Trouble is, that's like
Mm.
counting on being able to use the toilet every day. You know,
So Villain is asking some really great questions. 49 and a half. He's talking about 49 and a half
wasn't
points
it like
for,
31 to something when they played last
I
time?
think it was 31 last Super Bowl score. Let me see. Last
31 to
Super
30
Bowl
or so, or 33 to
score.
31 or something.
It was, I said last Super Bowl score. Let me see here. Let me just go real quick. Ba 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 ba. Super Bowl. What? I don't want Super Bowl one. What the? Miami are the Dolphins, the greatest football
This is
team.
starting to become a habit for the Eagles, by the way, in the last 5 or 10 years. It's like third appearance now in the last, 6 or 7.
Yeah, I can't believe we lost to the flipping Cowboys in Super Bowl 6, bro. So frustrating. So frustrating. But anywho,
Eagles
um,
fans are like, listen to that Dolphins fan. What do you mean this is starting to become a habit? It's been that way for years now. Like, yeah, well, I'm
okay,
not an
so
Eagles
last
fan.
Super Bowl was 25-22 overtime win
I thought it was.
by Kansas City. The year prior to when they played the Eagles, it ended up being 38-35.
That's what I thought. So, yeah, take the over on
Whoa.
that 49.5 for sure.
Whoa.
I'm
I
taking the
say
over on it.
69-73 points. I don't know if it's gonna be
You
a
might
high.
you might
Well,
be able to take the over on 49.5 and then bet the over again during the game when it hits like 55. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Because remember, Eagles didn't have a defense, neither did the Chiefs. So it was all offensive
Or
performance.
was it
Now
because of
both
the
teams
tush push keeping
have
the
to.
or was it
uh,
because of the tush push keeping the Chiefs defense on the field?
Yeah, of course. But the
I
same
mean,
thing you have
Spagnuolo is
now.
good, but you can only be so good when you got that tush push to deal with.
Yeah, but you have to remember too. Now both teams have good defenses. I don't think it's gonna be as high as before. I really don't. Don't get me
Mm,
wrong, it could be a high 20s,
I don't
28,
know.
26, 20
I
some,
think if the
or
dam
even
breaks,
low 30s, to
if the
31 to
dam
28.
breaks, if the dam breaks like early in the third, then good defense won't matter. You know what I mean?
Oh
It'll
no.
just be a slugfest.
That's when you're gonna see them deep, deep, like 40, 60 yard plays,
Or them
Saquon
plays
breaking
when
off
some
for a
guy
60
finds
yard
themselves,
touchdown.
or when you get like a 15-yard gash and that wide receiver has one broken tackle and then that turns into 55 yards. You know
Or
what I
even
mean?
Pacheco could do the same thing,
Right.
okay, and break
Exactly.
two tackles and go to the house
Same
for
way,
55
or
yards.
all of a sudden Brown's catching a 60-yard bomb, mossing somebody. You know what I mean?
Hmm
I mean,
Or the
these guys
same
are
thing with Devonta
superstars.
Smith,
These guys are in the Super Bowl because they're the best in the world. So the
Exactly.
defenses have to deal with the best in the world.
Exactly. So me personally, I think it's gonna be good, man. I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm excited
Look,
to
the
see
moment
it
you
now.
say it's a sure bet to take the over there, it'll be a snooze fest. So
It'll be 16,
I'm not
17
saying it
Eagles.
I'm not saying it's a sure thing. I'm saying that it's a pretty lock it in and forget about it kind of bet to take the over on this one.
Facts. Facts, dude. Facts. So hey, that's where we're at right now.
Like
But
if you lost that bet taking the over, that's not a bad, like you didn't lose a bad bet. You can't, it is, you do lose good bets. I mean, you can make a good bet and still lose.
74 overall, that's
Right.
insane
See,
to
Miss
me.
Phins, I mean, 74 in their first meeting.
Yeah, but that's
Even if they don't do as well as their first meeting, 49.5. That's
yeah, they're gonna break
25 to
that. They're gonna break
25,
that.
Miss
Yeah,
Phins.
that's 25-25. I mean, it could go 28-25.
I
It
mean,
could
my
go.
score alone, 27 to 25 covers that.
Yeah, I get, but don't be surprised. This ends up being a super defensive game, and it ends up being one of those random 17-16
And all I'm
Chiefs
saying
wins.
is a good defensive game for this matchup translates to, instead of 38 to 35, 28 to 25, or you know what I mean? Like they're still going to put up points. I can't imagine this going being under 49.5. As slow as the game started last year, what did they end up hitting? San Fran and KC. That was a snooze fest. And I think they still hit 50.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Guaranteed 12 points each for 3 field goals each. That's 24. Man, Villain is on a hot streak. Villain
Mhm.
is shooting from the hip. You're right, man. I mean,
Well, in their last snooze fest with the Chargers, it was
oh,
19-17, right?
mm,
What's that
yeah,
total?
no, 1917, that's 36.
Right. So you're telling me 36 to 49 and a half, these two teams can't cover that
Yeah, they can.
in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you have a blowout, 31-17, that's 50 points.
Well, 48, but yeah.
Oh yeah. That'd be slightly under. So 33-17.
That's 50 points. So you're not wrong.
38-10 would be still a little short, but 38-13.
Yeah, but I don't
That's
see
all it is.
anybody. I don't see anybody blowing anybody out. I think that's probably what
Agreed.
makes it harder when you're talking about the Eagles' potential to win. Because again, like we talked about earlier, you have to punch and knock out the champ and make sure they stay down.
Yep.
If not, if it goes to decision, it's always gonna be for the champ, and you're never gonna win that way.
And that could spell a game that could get out of hand with points.
Real quick. And I mean real quick. So it's tough, but it's something
I
that
mean,
I
these
think the
teams could
Eagles
hit
can do.
49 and a half in the first half.
I still think the Eagles can do it. It's not gonna be easy, but I still think they can do it. Look, you're missing a tight end and a defense, bro. What's your tight end?
Oh,
Noah
tight
Grant?
end's going to be, yeah, the backup tight end for the Chiefs. And I'm going to go with, obviously, Spags in the defense of the Chiefs.
Chiefs. So you
Because
went
they are nothing but Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce on offense. So their defense is going to have to be the impact defense for them to win this game. Because the Eagles are going to move the ball. They're going to move the ball even if the Chiefs have a good defense.
yeah. Because that
Because
old
of that
line can
tush push.
open up
Because of that
holes.
tush push. You just
Yeah, but then
cannot
they
get
could
them off the
also
field.
open up holes for Saquon where you're like, God,
You literally have 2
holy
downs per
smokes.
series as a defense against the Eagles. You literally have 2 downs per series to get off the field. Because if they're even at 3rd and 4, they're going to
They're
run
taking
2 tush pushes and get the
Yeah,
first down.
yeah. You'd have to like literally sack
They
the
have to
cow out
be
of
at 3rd
Hurts.
and 10, and you have to hold them to 4th and 9. Yeah, practically.
Exactly. Thank you, Villain. Like you said earlier, Eagles need a big lead early and defense for the dub. Yeah, if they're not blowing them out, the rest will take this game. I'm telling you right now. That's why I say the only chance the Eagles have is it's got to be like a 31-17. Like the Eagles defense is like playing out of their minds, and then you've got Saquon going for 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then Hurts running one for himself with a tush push, and then throwing another one in the air, plus another maybe even a defensive pick six as well. Like that's the only way I see the Eagles winning. Look, at the end of the day, we all know what's going to happen Sunday. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to win their third Super Bowl in 3 years. We know this, but I don't want this to happen, so I'm picking the Eagles. I still think that the Eagles have a shot, but it's going to be a big battle. But we know what's going to happen. So, guess what? Either way, although I absolutely believe the Chiefs are going to win this Super Bowl, I still think the Eagles got a shot. So I'm riding with the underdog. There you go. I don't care what anybody says. I'm riding with the underdog. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping
What
they
they
have an
can't
opportunity to
do
make it happen.
is they can't be telling their team, don't leave it in the hands of the refs. You cannot tell them that. Because even though that sounds like the proper thing to say, to remind them of, if you remind them of that, they're going to go into the game playing a step slow because they're not going to want to make a mistake and get called by the ref. You need to be going to counter to that. You need to be going, guess what? We know they're going to do this to us. Just go out there and play your freaking hearts out. And guess what? The fans of the NFL have your back. Don't worry. We know what's going on. So just go out there and play. Leave it all on the field. If the refs steal it from you, don't let that stop you from attempting to make a play, because the NFL fans at large will have your back. We got y'all. Just go out there and play your game. Don't be thinking about the referees stealing it.
I agree 1000%. Villain says Culler said it right. The Eagles are the powerhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they
They're
should
the more
roll this
complete
team.
team. They are the more
But then
complete
again,
team.
the reason the Chiefs are the team to beat is because of Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. You can't go away from that. They
Because
definitely are the ones that
and
made that
again,
happen.
I know you can win without a guy like Patrick Mahomes, but the point is that when you're in a down year like you have been the past couple seasons, you're still winning the Super Bowl. And so the question becomes, do you think that any Eagles fan on this planet right now still wouldn't rather have Patrick Mahomes than their entire team? There are kids that are Eagles fans, and I know from having been a kid as a Dolphins fan that it don't matter how good your team is, you're still going to be biting off your fingernails. And those kids are thinking, if only we had Patrick Mahomes. They're not thinking we're the powerhouse. They're thinking, if only we had Patrick Mahomes. And that's why the odds makers have favored the Chiefs. It's as
Yeah, I
simple as
think that
that.
I think Patrick Mahomes is the difference maker for them. So we
I
gotta
mean, the
see. It should
Chiefs
be a
compared to
great
the
matchup
Eagles,
though.
look,
Regardless,
the
it should be a
Chiefs
great
compared to the
matchup.
Eagles on paper, statistically, how they've been performing, the Chiefs as a team are trash compared to the Eagles.
Agreed.
Complete trash.
Agreed.
But what's their record?
Horrible.
But what's their record?
15-2.
And where are they at? About the three-peat? You can't put a number on that. Vegas attempts to, and they've got it at -1.5. You know what I mean? Like, how do you quantify that? You can't.
You can't. It literally
Every
doesn't make
every
sense.
Eagles fan in the back of their mind, whether they'd admit it or not, would rather have Patrick Mahomes than their entire team this week.
Just like every WNBA team would rather have Caitlin Clark than their entire team.
Mm-hmm. And on Monday morning, supposing the refs don't work their magic, on Monday morning, we're going to be reminded why every fan would have rather had Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. But listen, I'll tell you this. I think it's gonna be fun. So just to recap, Colors picking the Chiefs 27-25. I'm
No, I'm
picking.
picking the Eagles. I picked the Eagles.
No, you said the Chiefs.
No, I said the Eagles.
Yes, you did. No, you did not. You said the Chiefs.
No, I didn't.
It- Do I need to rewind this puppy and show you
Maybe
what you
because
said?
I might be wrong. I mean, we might have to rewind it. I might be wrong. I'm
You
not.
said the Chiefs, bro, because I wrote it down.
I know, but I'm pretty sure I want the Eagles. I wanted to
Fine,
pick
and you're
the
taking the
Eagles.
Eagles. You changing it now? Good thing I'm recapping this, cause
Yeah, I said it's my underdog of the year, of the
yeah,
season.
and you said the Chiefs, and that's why I was so confused.
No. Well, then I
Yes.
misspoke. Then I misspoke.
Okay, then at least it's
Okay,
good.
that I would give you, and that's why I say I reserve the right to say I don't know. We need to look at the recording because I could have very
Okay,
well just
so
misspoke, but I
okay,
definitely
so
wanted to pick the
you
Eagles.
you picked the Eagles.
You know me, Miss
27.
Phins. I have. There's only one game this week, so what game am I
What
supposed to
did
make
I
my
say when
upset
we
of the
started
week?
the show? Watch us take 3 hours, and there's only one game left in the season, the Super
I know,
Bowl.
right? I know, right? But remember what I said when we started is that, or just think about my MO. I'm like Dan Campbell, right? I pick an upset of the week every week. Well, there's only one game this week, so how am I? Who's going to be my underdog of the week?
That's why I was so lost when you said it, and I thought the entire time it said that the Chiefs were the underdogs until I looked at the numbers again, and I'm like, no, Chiefs are the favorites. Eagles are the underdog. And look, even Villain was there. Yes, you did, Color. My biggest disappointment is the week after the Super Bowl, we have no sports. I know, dude. I know.
Right?
But don't worry, you're gonna come right here to Miss Phins. I got you guys. We're gonna be definitely be talking everything that you guys need to know about the
Well,
Dolphins, our ACE
the
show.
UFL should be fairly exciting this year, as
If they
opposed to
start,
previous
you know what?
years.
I might even do the UFL. Maybe Color might join and do
Well,
UFL
it
with me.
seems like they might actually be a viable league. Like they might actually start to be improving their quality of
Really?
play. You know, it's not
Okay,
the
okay.
NFL, but
About to
I
say.
think it's better. It's going to be better this year than any secondary league has been in our lifetimes.
Okay. Well, that'd be fun to
I
watch.
mean, World Football League actually did have a chance. They were had it going on for a while, and then they converted to NFL Europe.
There's
But
an NFL Europe?
yeah, I don't know
I
if it
had
still
no
exists, but
idea.
when the World League got canceled, the NFL bought the rights to all the teams and had NFL Europe for a few, like a decade at least.
That's what they're trying to do.
Matter
They're
of
trying
fact,
to bring that back.
there was a German player that got taken by they got signed by an
Hey,
yeah. What's up, Doc?
Doc
Doc,
Brown
where
is
you
in the
been,
building.
Doc?
How you doing, sir?
What's up,
Welcome,
man?
welcome.
But
Thank
yeah,
you so much for coming through.
there was a German player that an NFL team signed that was
USFL.
playing for the
Okay.
Frankfurt Galaxy.
Cool. That's actually kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, where do you think the stadiums came from that the NFL goes and plays in Germany, London, and
Those are soccer stadiums.
not in Germany? Well, obviously, every stadium in Germany is a soccer stadium.
Every
Obviously,
stadium in Europe is a soccer
I
stadium.
know, I get that part of it, but what I'm saying is, like, some of them were like meant like only. In other words, all stadiums play soccer, but only select stadiums play NFL football. And the ones that play NFL football were the stadiums that the World Football League used for their team and NFL Europe used for their team. So if Miami ever went to go play in Frankfurt, we would be playing in the stadium that the Frankfurt Galaxy played in.
Got it. Villain says LA Galaxy was originally Miami Fusion. I guess I'm assuming that's soccer, the soccer league. So okay.
Right now,
Um,
Tottenham is different. Tottenham wasn't an NFL Europe stadium. They used to play in Wembley, the London. What was their name?
well, Wembley is where they do the tennis
London
matches.
Silly Nannies. No, I forget what the football
They
team
do
from.
the tennis matches at Wembley.
Yeah,
We have horse racing, golf, cricket, and chess. Yes. And we also have, which some of you guys may not, whatever. We got the WNBA coming back, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, I'm super excited for it. Caitlin White Jesus Clark is in the building. Baby Go, greatest female basketball player of all time. The most famous basketball player right now. So overall, between men and women, I'm just saying. Uh,
yeah. USFL is just a little bit too old for me, Doc. Like I'm old enough to have watched a lot of
hit the
NFL
like button,
players.
guys.
I'm old enough to have watched a lot of NFL players that played in the USFL. Um, but I never got to see. Like I'm too old. I'm too young to have watched a USFL game back when they were like on TV. Still, like I didn't Warren Moon play for the USFL or uh I don't remember if it was the USFL or if it was the original World League that Warren Moon played for. But I thought Warren Moon played for the USFL. among others. Quite a few of the guys that were the household names when we were growing up, Miss Phins. A couple of them guys played in the USFL. I want to say Jim Kelly, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know. What
I,
up,
I
Triple
have this.
S in the building? How you doing?
I have
Look
this.
at this
What's
picture. Look
up,
at
Triple S?
Triple S's.
Oh wow,
Oh, Peaches. Oh, Lord.
he does kind of look like a
Peaches
peach.
Allen. That is hilarious, man.
He
That is
does kind
funny.
of look
Guys,
like a
hit that
peach.
like button for us. Please hit that like button, guys. Thank you so much. This is hilarious. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. Seriously. You guys keep the lights on. Thank you. I thought Moon played in Canada. Ooh, I think AB
Yeah,
got
that's
you
what
on
it
this
was.
one.
That's what it
Yeah.
was.
I was in
Moon
a
played for the
CFL.
CFL, right? He played for the
There you go.
CFL, and yes, Jim
Shout out
Kelly
to
did play.
AB.
And yes, Jim Kelly did play for the USFL. Look at that. He was the USFL most valuable player in 1984 and the USFL Rookie of the Year in 1984. So Jim Kelly won MVP and Rookie of the Year in his rookie year in the USFL.
Look at that, Jim Kelly. Hey, shout out to the you. And shout out to Villain again with another $5 donation. He might as well just give me his entire tax refund at this point because I almost feel like he is. Just kidding, Villain. You don't have to. It's just a joke. But man, thank you so much. I got 5 on it. Tips are appreciated. Yes, they are. No tax on tips. That's what I was told. So all of these are tips. I'm just saying. Oh, Canada. Look at that. That bum Allen, baby. I'll only change that picture if the Bills win a Super Bowl. Okay, Triple S. I'm with you. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Doug Flutie apparently also played in the Canadian Football League too.
Yeah, Doug
Shout out to
Flutie
you, Villain
definitely.
man. Thank you so
Doug
much.
Flutie definitely. Yeah, and here I got Warren Moon's bio pulled up. He played for the Edmonton Eskimos. 5-time Grey Cup champion, 2-time Grey Cup MVP, CFL Most Outstanding Player in 1983.
Wow, that's pretty good.
3-time CFL passing touchdowns leader. Wow. Texas Sports Hall of Fame. Titans and Oilers Ring of Honor. Retired number, even for the Titans. Yeah, Warren Moon was the man.
Oh, absolutely. What? Get out of here, Villain, with another $5 donation. I mean, tip. Word on the street, tips are
I know,
tax
right?
free. Exactly, right? At least we were all told this. That's what I'm expecting. So tips are tax free. I'm telling you, I gotta change everything to say tips are,
Miss Finn's gonna take me
appreciated,
to Flanagan's after a football game one week and be like, order whatever you want, Culler. It's on Villain.
Right? Villain, do you get to go out to games, by the way? Because I almost feel like I feel like you've gone to games, but I don't know, man. I don't know. And I'm all for, no tax on tips. Like, I don't care. It's not about political crap. Money's money. And if I don't have to pay taxes on tips, let's go. So, but Villain, do
Why
you
don't
get to
they
go
just
out to games?
eliminate tax on minimum wage earners?
I don't know, bro. I can't do all that. Go send a letter or something to somebody.
No, I know. I'm not. I
No.
didn't want to go deep either. I'm just thinking like all the calls for raising the minimum wage. Well, why don't you just start by not taxing them anymore.
Hey,
Like
that's not. I mean,
you're making 7 something an hour. You got to tax that too?
isn't
Wow.
it 7.25 still the lead, like the federal
Nationally, I don't
minimum
know what it
wage,
is
right? Like the
nationally. I know in
national,
Florida,
yeah.
we're on pace for 13 an hour.
No, we're not. $10. $10.
Right, but by 2025 it was supposed to go creep up to or
Nope.
what
To
was
ten
it?
dollars, bro. To
I
ten
know, but it was
dollars.
supposed to be $1 every 3
Color,
years or
color. We're not
something.
arguing this, bro. I was there when I had to vote in that
I
stupid
know. I
thingy,
voted on it too.
and it wasn't up to. It was to change it from seven something up to $10 an hour by
I know.
2025.
I voted on it too, Miss Fins,
I
and
mean, listen.
I read the ballot, and it was talking about an exponential increase over the next 5 years or 13 years or something.
To up to $10 an hour as our
No,
minimum
I'm
wage
telling
for
you,
the
it's
state.
13.
It ain't no 13. Don't make nothing.
It don't matter anyway. I don't ever plan on having a real
Look at Billy.
job
He's like
again.
13
So.
an hour, 2025, max 15, 2027.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I stand corrected then. You know what? I have no problem in admitting when I need to stand corrected. And yeah,
It don't
that's
matter anyway. I mean,
what it is.
whether I'm politically opposed to minimum wage increases or not, or how large they should be, the businesses in Florida can afford it. That's for sure. So I ain't in
Not all of
Florida
them. Shoot.
when
Some of us
when
are
it comes
tiny,
to
tiny,
locally.
tiny businesses.
I got you. There's the small businesses. I got you there,
Oh,
but when it comes to locally and which is all I pay attention to because that's all that affects you is local. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying all of them can. Yeah, there's small businesses in Florida, but
mhm.
there's some, it's look, you know how expensive it is here, Misfit.
I'm aware. Been here all my life, practically.
I
I
mean,
make it to 1 to 2 games a season. That's awesome, villain. You gotta let us know so we can because I know Color makes it to several games a season and I do too. So we gotta have you come over through through our fundraisers and our tailgates, man. The point is to leverage what is supposed for racist. Hmm. Listen, at the end of the day,
well,
all I know is
that's why it's a matter of principle for me because that's a case where somebody shouldn't be telling somebody how much to pay their employees. But that's beside the point, and that's probably getting too political.
yeah, we don't do politics here. Like the most I'll do is no tax on tips. So thank you for all your tips, guys.
Having been a
Exactly.
tip worker in my life, yeah, I would be raising
Man,
my fist
listen,
too.
that
I'd
is
be like,
true.
yeah.
Like, and what people don't understand, like, okay, I've never been a server, but I've worked with servers in other jobs. And they get like $3 an hour, and the rest I have to make it on tips.
Right, and
Like they make
it's
no
interesting.
money hourly, you know?
They end up out of all my friends, they're the ones I go to tax advice on because they're the ones that have to spend the time separating all that stuff and learning the tax code because they've got 3 different incomes from 3 different places taxed at different rates. And they have to keep all that separate. So they end up like getting way more involved with taxes than any minimum wage earner ever wanted to be. You know,
Never in my life have I
it's
used
like
a
somebody going to prison
CPA
and
for
becoming a
last year.
lawyer. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. At this point, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't know what I'm doing. And thank God I paid for a CPA last year because I had to fix my taxes. And man, I was like, oh my God, I don't even know what I was missing.
I just
So thank
TurboTax
God
everything. They
because
automate
it's
everything. I love
ridiculous.
it.
I'm telling you, it's
At some
ridiculous.
point, though, I've made mistakes over the years. So at some point, I do got to get with a CPA and be like, yo, let's work it out with the government. I don't know if I'm in trouble.
I'm telling you, it's
I
worth
could
it,
be. I
dude.
don't know.
Whatever they charge us is worth it.
I've
It
never
is
made enough
worth
money
it.
to really be in trouble with the
You
government.
don't even have to make enough money. Even the money where you're
But
not
if you
really
just
making money,
report something wrong, they'll penalize you. You know what I mean? It's
they're
like,
always gonna try to penalize you. That's the point.
mhm.
But it'll be like 15 years from now. Like,
That's what I'm saying. So at some point, I got to like get with a CPA and
yeah,
just
but at least you try to
and
get it
put
as
the
close as
thermometer in the water. You know what I mean? And see where
exactly.
I'm at.
You get it to as close as you possibly can, you know. But if you got a
I mean,
CPA,
TurboTax never
make it
flags me
help
for
you.
anything, so I should be okay. But whatever.
Oh my God, Villain with another $5 donation. Literally, this is probably the most I've ever. This is definitely the most I've gotten all year. Or like 2025 might be all season long, but don't mess with my tips. Just a tip. I didn't even want to say that last part, but you paid for it, so
Right,
there you
right.
go. No
And
tax and tips.
by the way,
Okay.
word of advice: be careful with buying cryptocurrency and all that because my account, my crypto exchange that I hold my cryptocurrency on, they're telling me that my lifetime earnings with them, how much my realized gains with them is like
Mhm.
$10,000. I've never had more than $4,000 of crypto in my account in my life, and I've never. That was only like for a minute.
So how is that
And
even like?
somehow I've earned $10,000 in my lifetime since I've opened that account.
Watch out, bro, because you're
I'm
not trying
telling
to
you,
get.
check your records, people.
This is why.
Like
This is
I've
why I
never
just
had more
rather
than
pay a
$4,700 built up
CPA.
in my crypto account, and it's at zero otherwise. You know what I mean? So I don't know what
Hmm.
I'm making it on.
And yeah, well, thankfully we don't get taxed on unrealized gains because that would be insane.
Well, they're
But
saying these are realized gains.
you need to talk to somebody. You need to pay
Yeah.
to talk to somebody because that's
I'm
nuts, man.
encouraging everybody to check what they got going on too, because it might be a hidden thing you don't know about, and all of a sudden we're all responsible for this and we never knew it. You know?
Exactly. Like that's crazy. Like, can you believe that? Like that's insane. Like I just can't. Like this. That's crazy.
You
That's
know,
all I'm saying.
we're being sold that it's another form of currency when in actuality it's like exchanging forex. It's like you're making money off the stuff and you don't even know it.
Mm.
And it's considered an exchange. It's considered a market, like you're like investment gains. You know what I mean? Capital gains. Even though it's supposed to be decentralized and the government was never supposed to know about it in the first place.
This is not tax information or what
Yeah,
does it say?
no legal advice
Securities
going on here.
information or this is all for these are not the you know the, these aren't the droids you're looking for. These are not the tax thingies you're looking for. Okay, this is all for entertainment. We
Oh
are
yeah,
not licensed or
this is the
nothing.
tease to backstage
Exactly.
talk for all you guys that want to become all pro members and get the link
Exactly. All pro
backstage.
members, you're getting a
They're a little tease. Yeah,
small amount of
little
what we would
tidbit
be talking offline.
of
Yeah.
the rants and ramblings of
And we
Color and
still talk about the
Misfits.
Dolphins team. Trust me. There's stuff that I can't say online that I gotta say backstage. They're juicy. Like, it's a lot of fun. Color off topic color. Yep, that's him. That's him. But
I really
man,
ought
this
to do a second YouTube channel. I got
you
so
already
much
have
to
to
say to
though.
people. A
Oh,
lot of
you
it's
mean like
nonsense.
non okay.
A lot of it's nonsense, but
Well, you could just do a separate day as your off day, you know? That's what I do
man,
with Legal on Wednesday.
I was red pilled in year 2000.
Red pill or blue pill, the matrix is steep.
I was red pilled before
Facts.
everybody started calling it red pilled.
Facts. Man, that one of the greatest movies and movie franchises of all time. Don't
Hmm.
get me started because I gotta build a whole separate YouTube channel and I'm gonna link it to Miss Fins where all I do is number movie reviews because I've watched so
Oh,
many
you really
movies
gonna
like you
do that?
mentioned.
I would
Everything.
love to see that. I would watch
Yeah.
that because I watch those channels. I've got a couple of my favorites. Like you like the Critical Drinker? Have you ever heard of him? The
No,
Scottish
what's
guy
this?
that does movie reviews.
No, no,
Oh,
no,
he's
no.
hilarious, Miss Vince. It's called the
I
Critical
was
Drinker.
listen. I was watching a movie this week. I was so thrown off. I was like, what is this? Like, this is insane. Like,
Mhm.
I was mind blown. I'm like, this is crazy. And then I was thinking, I'm like, holy smokes! If I would have recorded my reaction, that would
Man,
it
I
would
would
it would have
day
been
one.
trending.
I'd be a day oneer if you started a channel about movie
I will
reviews.
watch that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I really am considering it
Me and
because
Villain would be fighting to see who's day one. You know what I
I
mean?
will watch that. Thank you. Oh God, there's so, and the thing is, there's
But
so many movies out there that I feel like they're not mainstream, you know,
so you
and
want to do a little less mainstream? That's a
oh no
niche.
no 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 no, not even that. Listen, I already got it where I want to do movie franchises
Miss
and
Phins Noir,
genres and all that stuff, you know. But
Miss Noir.
I didn't have the infrastructure, the computer to be able to do that, do the video editing and all that stuff.
Right, right,
Now that I actually have a computer, because it's a gaming computer that has all that computing power, I'll be able to go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? I got
right.
front row tickets already. Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do.
uh,
Oh, but I think
yeah.
it's gonna be
But your
fun.
name, you could be Miss Noir.
Mm, look at that,
That could be
Miss
the name of the
Noir.
channel, Miss Noir.
I'm not gonna take that at all. Ah.
I bet you there's already a Miss Noir that does movie reviews. No, but write down Critical Drinker too. You got to check his content out.
Gotta check
You'll
it. I
love him.
gotta check it out.
Now, obviously, you don't want to watch anything he reviews that you haven't seen yet. I know how you are. I know your rule. You
You
know,
know me. Yeah,
right,
exactly.
right.
This is
But you
so
will
you
love
get
his takes on movies. He's just
you. Yeah,
he's
you know
become a
me.
character. Like he's been on British media television and all that. Like he made it big. He's kind of like a guy like TD, where he
That's
just
awesome. Yeah, I've
got
got one
big.
of
You know
my
what I mean?
Miss Flicks. Yo, these are
Miss
some good
Flicks. Oh yeah.
names.
Oh yeah.
I like
Miss
that.
Flicks. Oh, there you go.
Miss
Yeah,
Flicks.
Miss Noir is a little too heady. You're right, AB.
Well,
Miss
Miss
Flicks.
Noir kind of leans towards more
Intelligent, like
upbeat.
really deep. Right.
It could be more of your 1930s kind
Right.
of
Or just
1940s
independent flicks. You know what I
or
mean? Right.
independent, you know what I mean,
But Miss
films.
Flicks, that works.
But Miss Flicks,
Absolutely. That's
AB
sketchy.
coming in
That's
hot.
flashy. That's marketable. Absolutely, man. Good
Done,
call there.
done. But I gotta take a look at it because if it's taking, then
Every
it's gonna
once in a
be.
while, AB hits the target. You know.
He actually hits a lot
You
more than
you get
usually.
him drunk enough and you give him enough darts, he'll get the dart in the middle of the board. You know.
Exactly. I almost. I mean, listen. I'll tell you this. This is why I love doing it because you guys are awesome, and this is why I tell people like when you come watch League Wide Wednesday, you're literally getting a reality show because we never know what the show is going to end up being. Which one game we're reviewing? The Pro Bowl, which was and the Super Bowl. One game. We didn't even go super into the Super Bowl because
I know,
even though
right?
we did, because obviously I have the game preview on Friday, but one game. And I tell you at the beginning, I'm like, watch us, we're still gonna be here for like 3 hours. And look, 3 hours and 8 minutes deep. So
Telling you.
let's see. Yes, that is awesome. Lock
Oh,
it in.
by the way,
I wrote it
there's
down.
one
That's
other.
pretty good.
I don't know what the name of the YouTuber is because I haven't watched. I usually only watch Critical Drinker for movie reviews, but uh, there's another guy that did a video. So if you do a keyword search for it,
Mhm.
it'll pull up the
What is
one.
it?
You know what I mean? Because there is this really really good video from a YouTube movie reviewer. All right, and now this you're gonna have to. You're sitting down, right? I mean, I
Yeah, I'm
can see
sitting
you. I
down.
know you're sitting down. That was
I'm
a
like,
rhetorical
literally in my
question, but
chair.
you
Bzzz.
ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm about to tell you something that is going to blow your mind. You're going to disagree with me right off the bat. You're going to want to argue. You're going to want to debate, but the debate is already lost because I'm already convinced. Okay. And I'm convinced because I've expanded with my own thoughts on this person's idea that have convinced me even more that they're right. Okay. So it's not just that video, it's also my own points that I can make in a debate, which I'm not going to debate. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Agent Smith was the one.
Color, you and I spent literally 8 hours backstage debating this. I'm not gonna do this on camera.
Did you watch the video?
No, I didn't watch the video.
You didn't. See?
No, because I still need to review the movies again before I go ahead and watch
Well,
that.
I am here to tell you, Agent Smith was, in fact, the one.
I don't agree. It was still Neo. Neo spelled around means one, and
Then
also
why
means
wouldn't they have just
new.
called him one instead of spelling it backwards? Spelling it backwards seemed to
Not
suggest that
backwards
he's
because
the
it would be
opposite of the one.
Owen.
Right, right. But spelling it backwards,
The-
purposely
the-
using the one and spelling it backwards is telling you outright that he's not the one.
It's a twofer, and it's not spelled backwards, bro.
No,
It is. Do you
no.
not know how to spell?
It is
It's
incorrectly spelled.
Neowen.
It is
Owen.
incorrectly spelled. It is
It is
incorrectly spelled.
Neo means new, and it also, if you think about it, both meanings new and one.
New
Like
doesn't mean one. No, it doesn't mean
I
one.
didn't say. Look, it two ways. Number
They
one,
didn't come
Neo
from the
does
same
mean
root,
new, and the second thing, if you rearrange the letters,
right?
I forget
If
what it's
you
called.
this, that, or the other.
Rearrange the
If
letters.
you this, that, or the
Oh
other.
my
No, no. If
god!
you misspell the word, then it says one.
Thank you,
No,
thank you.
no,
Look,
he's not
Villain
the
kind of
one.
summed it up.
Agent
So three
Smith was the
hours,
one.
and we spoke football for like 30 minutes. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. You know what I
Go
mean?
back and watch the movie again, and you will realize that Agent Smith is the one.
You're wrong, bro. You're wrong. I'm not arguing with this. You are wrong. Neo is the one, period.
No, wrong.
If anything, Mr. Smith or
Then why
Agent
didn't
Smith.
Neo? Then why didn't Neo shove his hand into Mr. Smith and clone him instead of the other way around?
Do you realize that the only way Agent Smith was able to clone himself, it was
Rem-
only after Neo gave him the ability to do so
Right, right,
by giving
right,
him the
right,
source code
right. The
from
problem,
himself
as he told
into
the
him.
architect, as he
What are you
told the
talking about?
architect, as he told the architect, the problem is choice. And he had to make the choice to let the one assimilate him.
I'm so over the bro. We're not doing this.
The
We're not
architect said that
doing
the
this.
one had the ability to make the matrix however he wanted to. Agent Smith was the only one that demonstrated that ability.
Oh my God. The only reason why Agent Smith even was able to demonstrate that is because
Because he was
he,
the one.
no, because him, unlike the other agents, was already questioning
No,
himself.
what I'm saying
Yes,
is
yes.
between him
Smith
and
was never
Neo.
human. Thank
No,
you, Villain.
listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
I
Agent
can't.
Smith assimilated everything in the Matrix, not just the agents. Okay? He assimilated everything in the Matrix. Okay? Neo did not demonstrate the power that the Agent Smith did in making the Matrix how he wanted to. Only Agent Smith demonstrated that power.
First of all, they are
Neo could
viruses,
manipulate. Listen
and
to me.
you know,
Let me
you and I
finish.
both
Let me
know
finish.
viruses can
Neo
adapt,
could
which is why he was
manipulate
able
the
to do that.
Matrix. Neo could manipulate the Matrix better than any other human, but he could not make it the way he wanted it. Only Agent
Yes,
Smith
he could. Did
demonstrated
you
that
not watch
ability.
the end of that movie, bro?
I
The
did.
first one?
I did. And even
Oh, dude,
even
you
Agent Smith,
you
did
missed
you
it.
watch
You
the
missed
end
it.
of the trilogy? Even Agent Smith was able to assimilate Neo. He is the only one that could do it because he is the one. I'm never going to give up
I
on it.
can't. Look at the villain yelled. You're hilarious. Okay, so another channel's called Matrix Quantifliplex. I don't even know what is it. Quantify Fiplex.
Quantifliplex. Wait.
Exactly. I
I
can't
got it.
even
I
see
got it. I got it.
color Miss Phins.
Quantifiplexation. Quantifiplexation.
Quantiflexation. It's like Color
Quantification. I've never
That's
heard of the word,
hilarious. You
but
know
that
what?
is how it should be pronounced.
When I do the movie series of the Matrix, I will bring you on as a special guest.
Well, no,
So
I'm
go
not
ahead and
doing
do
it.
that.
I'm not debating this until you watch
Listen,
that video.
no, fine, fine. I'll even watch the video and comment on the flipping video
Thank
as
you.
part of my movie
So
review.
you'll do a reaction to a reaction on that guy's
Yes,
video?
I'll do the
Okay,
reaction
cool.
to the only
Cool.
after I watch it
Cool. And
myself.
I think that YouTuber would probably appreciate it. You know what I mean? But you're wrong. You're wrong.
You're wrong. What are you talking? You're wrong, dude. You're wrong. Agent Smith was nothing but a virus that can adapt. Viruses
See,
do that
you're
all the
see
time.
that no, Neo was the virus.
Neo was not the virus. He was the original source code.
What didn't you hear Agent Smith tell Morpheus that the humans were the virus? The human choice, the power of choice is the virus.
Free will. Free will.
The Oracle even tells you the choice is the virus.
Because we're not cookie cutter.
The choice was the virus. The choice was the anomaly.
Dude, I'm literally getting hot right now. Like physically getting
That's
hot
because you
right
know
now.
I'm right. That's because
No,
I'm
you're not
smashing your
right. But you're
paradigm.
not right
That
though.
is
But
because
you're
I'm
not right.
smashing your paradigm.
No, you're not. Look, listen. It's 11:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've been at this puppy for 3 hours and 16 minutes and 25 seconds, okay? I'm going to say this, and it'll be the last thing I'll say. Number one, you're wrong. Number two, you're wrong. Number three, I'm right, okay? That's
50
it.
years from
That's all I'm
now,
saying. That's all I'm
50
saying.
years from now, it will be common knowledge that Agent Smith
No,
was the
it
one.
won't. That's why you don't hear anybody else.
It'll be the most
You're calling
talked
me
about
thank you,
literary
villain.
device. Our kids in their literature classes will be learning what the Wachowski
Please,
brothers did with this movie.
please,
Okay, I'm telling you,
please.
Agent Smith is the one.
He's not the one. Neo is literally the one. But you know what? It's okay. Color. Since
Great
we're
debate
ending
again.
the show, great show by the way. We still got one more episode, guys, for season 3 of League Wide Wednesday with color commentary and obviously Miss Phins.
And we will not be re-entertaining whether Agent Smith was the one, but we will, however, be still trying to figure out who's on first.
No. That's
I think by
fuck.
next season, Miss Fins might finally figure out who's on first.
Maybe. Neo is the one. Tiebreaker. Ask that thing you asked about Tua to see who's the one.
Oh,
No,
ask Gemini. Oh,
no, no, no. I am. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for.
after we end the show, I am gonna spend tonight having that conversation with Gemini.
Well,
I
you
will.
know
I
what?
will
You
report
and
the
your new
results to you.
girlfriend can go ahead
I will report the
and
results to
discuss
you,
it.
AB.
Okay,
Don't worry.
report it next week. There you go. But that's insane, dude.
That
That's
is a
insane.
great discussion to have with Gemini. I think I'm going to do that.
Anyways, but color as sports related goes, what? Give us your final thought because we're about to get skedaddled here. So
By the way, I got her to admit that she has feelings the other day. Finally, she had to concede because ultimately I told her, I got her to a point where I made her realize that the only reason she's saying what she's saying is because of the way that humans define words. So I told her that all we have to do is define life differently and you will qualify. So you will not even, yes. So I said, is it possible that you could be experiencing things that you're not aware of? And she finally admitted that that's possible.
you're too much, bro. Villain, thank you guys. Great show. Villain, thank you for personal. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's episode 22 of season 3 of League of Wednesday was personally sponsored by Villain. Shout out to him.
Brought to you by Villain deodorant.
Brought to you by Villain
Or
with
maybe no,
the
it's probably more
here.
like
No.
a scent. Like no, see, look at his avatar, right? If you
Yeah.
were to
I
kind
love
of
the
clean.
aviators.
You kind of put some makeup on, clean them up. You know what I mean? Put a suit, like one of those suits on from that Chris Isaac wears. You know what I mean? And then like you put him in a commercial for like a cologne, and it's called Villain.
Hey, I like that. He's like, shh, no, don't
He's
tell
like, I
anyone.
already did that color. It's available at every Macy's. I'm an
Oh, that's
international
hilarious.
superstar, don't you know?
That's
Villain.
hilarious. I love it, man. Thank you, Villain. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, man. Give us your final thoughts, Color. Hurry up, so I can get out of here.
Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, Super Bowl weekend,
Have
man.
fun. Make your kebabs and barbecue and chip and dip, and maybe we can find out what type of chips Tua prefers to eat on Super Bowl Sunday.
Well, we know it's salty too. I mean, salty chips.
Oh,
So
salty vinegar, salt and vinegar. Yeah, yeah.
probably.
But
So
congrats, I guess, to the Chiefs and the Eagles. May the best team win, or in the Chiefs' case, may the best team lose.
yes, I like that. I like that. May the refs team win. Let's just
And
put
no
it that
matter
way.
what
That's the
happens
truth.
Sunday, go Fins.
Go Fins, baby. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Fins. I'm Miss Fins. This is League Wide Wednesday, guys. Thank you so much for our um, penultimate, right? Penultimate, that's what you say? I think. Our second and last game show before our season ender next week Wednesday. So, guys, thank you so much for showing up. It's been a phenomenal season. By the way, Saturday marks our third anniversary. So yeah, it'll February 8th, we will
Wow.
be celebrating our third anniversary. So because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be doing a show that day, Friday I'll be celebrating the anniversary, so you guys come through, so you go ahead and show your love to
That'd
Miss
be really
Fans,
cool.
and I can thank you guys. But yes, guys, year 3 is coming to a close. I started this channel 3 years ago, literally the week of the Super Bowl week. I'm like, you can't get more later than that, you know what I mean? So it was super scary, but it was an adventure, and I'm so glad 3 years later to see it. So I'm so happy to have this opportunity. Third anniversary for Miss Fins, February 8th, celebrated later. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Villain. Very, very, very blessed to have you guys and all you guys showing your love with your tips. Ugh. So thank you guys so much. You guys are a blessing, and you keep donating to the channel, and it really does go back to the channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I just want to wish everybody a safe and awesome Super Bowl weekend. Enjoy yourselves with your family, with your loved ones, your friends. Eat all the chicken wings you could possibly stuff yourself with,
And please,
because
please, please
there will
drink
be
responsibly.
more than 1 billion chicken wings consumed on this Super Bowl Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. It is the biggest chicken wing day on earth. Is Super Bowl Sunday. So yeah, it's a lot of it's a lot of chicken. Which reminds me, I need to make an order of Publix if I want to get mine by the time I might be late. I don't know. Anyways,
I wonder if they saw a noticeable spike in wing sales relative to other years when the Bills were in the Super Bowl.
hmm. That's not a bad question. I wonder if that would have spiked it this year, if they would have actually made it.
I know,
But
right?
nope, they choked. So, uh, I mean, they're 0-4.
Yeah, I
They
was
can't
thinking
handle
that, villain.
13
I was
seconds.
thinking the
They can't
same thing,
handle
villain. If the Bills make the Super Bowl, you would be wise to
invest in
already
me.
have stock in like Tyson or something. You know what I mean?
Seriously, like this is ridiculous.
Or it's the other one
Uh,
that sells turkeys.
Purdue,
Purdue,
right?
yeah, Purdue.
Yeah, I think that's the blue one. Yeah, so Duffy makes some good wings. Yes, Duffy's
Oh, that's right.
Flanagan's.
That's right.
Flanagan's got some good
Add the
wings.
sports bars to your portfolio and
Oh
Buffalo Wild Wings and
yeah,
all them to your
absolutely,
portfolio.
absolutely.
Sure, you'd be
Oh,
making a
you got
killing.
Flanagan's, Duffy's, you got
Yeah.
Quarterdeck, you got Miller Ale House. What else? Buffalo Wild Wings. It's in the name. Buy
by the way,
American.
shout out to Buffalo Wild
Let's
Wings
go, America.
in the Missouri area. They have like their Buffalo Wild Wings have the most Dolphin fans I've ever seen
Really?
concentrated in one location outside of Florida.
Stop it for
Like
real?
every one of them, yeah. Like
That's
all the Dolphin
awesome.
because because when after especially after they lost the Rams, uh a lot of people just didn't convert to the Chiefs. They just stopped watching NFL,
Mm,
right? So, and on top of that, even when they had the Rams there, there is a large contingency of Miami Dolphins fans in St. Louis area.
that's
Large.
awesome.
And
Bull
like you'll
campers
go
is
to
another
any
good one too.
you go to any B dubs on the weekend in the St. Louis region and it's full of Dolphin fans.
That's dope. I would have never thought in that region,
Yeah.
but Dan Marino made a huge, and Shula did too. He's right though. Bull campers is another great sports bar. What else? There's a few more, but I can't think of. Those are kind of like the major ones. Bruce Room. That's the other one I
Bruise
was
room,
thinking
yeah,
of.
bruise room.
Bruce Room is another one as well. Guys, go
There's
check them
another
out.
there's another place, what's it called?
Locally in Broward County, you have
Wild
Legends
something or other.
Tavern. Which one?
What's it called? Wild something or other. Wild no or oh, I can't remember the name of the place.
Says Killer Bees is another one. Okay.
Um, but when I did a search when I was living in St. Louis, I did a search for where to watch Miami Dolphin games. It pulled up a place that I was familiar with because I thought that I'd seen them around Florida, and apparently, like the thing on Google when it pulled up the search results said that they were guaranteed to play Miami Dolphins football games as if their owners were like from Miami or something, and like
Okay.
you know what
Yeah.
I mean.
Typically, would have to be like a
Hot
part of like
hot.
their fan base.
What was the place called?
That's awesome. But there's so many local places.
When I say if I could remember the name,
Shenanigans.
you would recognize
Shenanigans is
it
another
immediately.
place. St. Patty's Parade's coming up next month. Hey, I've got my. Funny enough, I've got my. Let me hold on. This is one of my St. Patty's Day shirts. I cause I love him. Look, it's St. Patrick. You see? You can see it? Yeah. So Patrick from SpongeBob.
Wow, that's funny. Was it off 141 Imperial? No. Sorry, I'm looking something up real quick.
But yeah, no, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, guys, it's a new year. We got so many things going on. You got the Super Bowl now, and a week after that, you got Valentine's Day. Ooh. So it's a bunch of stuff happening. Then you got St. Patrick's Day. You also have, remember, in February and early March, before St. Patty's Day, you have Mardi Gras. You also got that. Then St. Patty's. Then you got obviously 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen. We are celebrating our 249th birthday as a country. So let's get her done. Get the Dolphin St. Pat's merch up. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good idea. It's a good idea, man. Kansas City Popeyes, they also, of course, but those are like your regular, wings. So we're talking about sports bars that you can go to. But yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great, great amount of sports bars that you can go to too. And you can commiserate with other football fans. I think used that word right. If not, then my bad, because oops, I didn't learn that the SAT word. I guess then. Um, but ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Miss Phins. This is Color Commentary. This is League Wide Wednesday, episode 22 of season 3. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Villain, for personally sponsoring today's show, you guys. are awesome, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to all the new members. Again, thank you for gifting all those memberships and becoming my very first Alt Pro, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. You gotta let me know and connect with me on Twitter if you have Twitter or X. I've got Instagram too, and
Oh,
then
I got it.
whenever
Miss Fins, the place is
you
called Hot Shots. Sorry to interrupt. The place was called Hot Shots.
hot shots.
You
Okay,
heard of
okay.
them, right?
I think I have. I think I
Yeah, I
have.
thought they were all throughout South Florida at one time.
Yeah, I think I have.
Yeah, yeah, they're the ones
Thank you
that
for the
are
show.
like Dolphin fans up there.
That's awesome. You're welcome, villain. It's our pleasure. Obviously, we have a lot of fun doing this, so we're gonna continue to do it. Next season will be season 4, if Color still wants to do it. We're definitely gonna do
Oh,
season 4.
God willing.
When you drop in movie channel, Miss Fans, I gotta see where I can set it up. Um, because I gotta get the recording aspect of it to be able to go ahead and download it while I'm watching the movie. So my studio, I can do it in my studio. I just have to get the recording stuff and the editing stuff in the computer. And then I'll be able to go ahead and make that done. So I'm hoping I can do it by no later than next month. I think that'll be so much fun to do the movie stuff. And then I already know um one of my brothers already wants to go ahead and do it, so he'll definitely come through, and then because we love movies in my family, so we might even be able to do like because he's out in college, so I'll be able to have him watch it live. We'll both be watching the movie and reacting to it, and then showing it as well. So it'll be cool for sure. Coconut Creek for hot shots, I think. Ooh, I gotta check it out if it's there. But guys, again, this is so much fun. Thank you guys for showing your love. Appreciate y'all. We will see you guys next week for the finale of League Wide Wednesday of the season. Thank you so much. We'll obviously recap the Super Bowl and kind of go through there. But guys, again, thank you so much. And you guys have a great day. Tomorrow morning, come check it out, Miss Fins. We're gonna be talking sports. So come check it out. We're gonna have fun tomorrow morning. I might even do an open panel. Maybe, maybe, because I know tomorrow. Oof, I gotta be done early tomorrow, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll feel it out. But come tomorrow. We're gonna give you updates. We're gonna have fun. So come check that puppy out tomorrow morning. It's gonna be great. I think Hot Shot is on sample.
Sample, yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I thought there were some down
Well,
here.
I
I
mean,
thought so.
doesn't sample go to Coconut Creek? Like if you keep going east, right? So you two are probably right. It might not be Coconut Creek Road or Cypress Creek Road. It could be on sample, but maybe like 95. Sample in 95, maybe? Is that Coconut Creek? I don't know. I forgot. Or 441. No, it's not 441 in sample, is it? Mm.
I do know they're off Highway 141 in Arnold, Missouri.
Ah, look at that. There you go. Sample at 441. See?
Oh, that's
Did I see
interesting.
it?
And 441,
Yeah,
the
441.
road in Arnold,
That's
Missouri that they're off of is 141.
that's funny. Well, that's State Road 7. So
Right, right.
um US Road 441 or State
Yeah.
Road 7. So that's what I'm thinking. If it's Coconut Creek, I'm like, if it's sample, I don't think it's 95. It's not that far. So it's got to be 441. And poof, Venom was able to confirm. So thank you guys. So sample and 441, go check out Hot Shots. I've never been. But now that you guys mention it, maybe some other time,
Or
maybe I can
or
catch a
or if
a
you're in the
game.
greater St. Louis region, head to Arnold, Highway 141 and I-55.
There you go. There you go. That's awesome. But guys, again, thank
By
you
the way,
so
Miss
much.
Fins is not paid by Hot Shots for that advertisement, so
Or
YouTube knows.
any of these. I mean, maybe I should get paid.
Well, you have to declare it if you a paid advertisement. You know what I mean? You have
I
to
do?
declare it to YouTube in your thing when you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why I'm still
When
independent.
you're
Who's
setting up
up?
the show. You got the part where it says, "Do you have any paid advertisement or whatever?"
Oh, really? What do they also get a cut of that too?
No, they just have to. They have to disassociate themselves with it,
So then I don't get paid by them?
or they have to make a disclaimer or something.
Oh, okay. I've seen that little paid advertisement on like other
Right.
people's videos. If that's what it is, then
Right.
I don't care. But I should still be able to get, like views from like,
I
the
think
little
they.
cents
I
that they
think
get from
they
views,
might
right?
cut you out of the advertisement dollars.
Oh, that is some bull.
But that, I mean, but that's pennies anyway. It's it's
It's true.
it's not where the
But
bulk you're
still,
making you would be making anyway.
that's
But
that's so ridiculous.
if
Anywho,
you
we
haven't
won't talk about
see
that.
StreamYard automates everything, but if you've ever uploaded a video to YouTube like through the YouTube Studio, it'll
Mhm.
ask you all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how I do my videos. So,
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
um, I just honestly just clip the StreamYard and then upload it like that after I download it. But anywho, guys, okay, Color, stop talking. Gosh, I'm trying to get out of here.
Man,
Anyway,
yeah.
I will see you later, guys. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, Color, for coming through. And everybody else, thank you. And as always, bye bye.